Welcome to another Live and Cthulhu Caverns. You know the saying, we talk about whatever the fuck we please. Live music reviews, the hottest topics, plus we cast spells on your worst enemies. Usually joined by some of the dopest artists in Michigan. We've come to sacrifice your souls in the name of Yog's God. So please, like and subscribe, or else.
What's up, you motherfucking scummy wags?
What up, motherfuckers?
We in this bitch.
Like, deep.
Yeah, we in there like swimwear.
Balls deep. Like, we getting all up in your crevices.
Scoot this way a little bit. Yeah, so, I'm joined today by Saint B. Oh, man, I'm sorry, man.
None other, the brother from another mother.
You might have noticed it, you might not have, but I got a new piece of analog equipment that makes my voice sound even sexier, baby.
Ooh, yeah. Where's Nyte? Nyte.
Right, where the fuck is Nyte when you need him? Anyway, so, yeah, this is one of those things, you know, before we get too far into this, I want to share it. In order to do so, I got to play something for y'all so we can do our thing.
What you got with Saint B on it that's new?
You know what? I got something.
Okay. Hey, I got something. Anyways, while he's trying to find something, I'll talk to y'all a little bit. We got some shit coming up. Your homie Jay's actually leaving on tour this Thursday with the boy Dirtball. They're going to be hitting the East Coast, if I'm not mistaken. They got 4 stops on the tour, starting Thursday, going Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. He told me he'd be back home Tuesday. So if you get the chance and you're out on the East Coast, go find your homie Jay, track his ass down, go smoke a joint with him, go listen to his bars, show him some love. That's one of the half of the bearded motherfucking weirdos.
The ugly half.
What else? What else you got coming up?
Well, actually, we'll get into more of that when we come back.
Oh, I
want to make sure that there's people in here. I'm going to do some announcements and all the stuff that's coming out. But check this out right now. We'll be right back. Help us share this out.
Let's go.
But you'll never catch me slipping. If I ain't got my gun with me, I got my shooter right next to me. When I'm roaming through these streets, better recognize who the king is. Murderous with the wordplay. Here we go. This is Crystal Lake. I feel like Jason with the new machete. Stupid heavy in the streets. I got my shooters ready. Switching stocks. I'm a heater. Got the pistol cocked. And if you got guns too, we got some missiles locked. Masked up, strapped tucked. I unload the clip. For the bitch. Keep your mouth shut. Better close your lips. Enemies, I'm a level. I highly doubt this. One shot to knock your body out your outfit. My men are lethal. You better pray that they never reach you. When they greet you, the glistening metal on the Desert Eagle. There's all you see. You meet your maker in the sky above. Guys are duck when they hear the shot. See the flying slugs. I prove my pencil a brutal weapon I use against you. So bring some shooters with you. Headshot through your mental. The newest level I'm at it. I'm evolutionary. My crew is very unpredictable. You dudes get buried. Sun's large in the street. It's more than gun bars. Fuck y'all. Try to pole mine and see my trump card. Dirty ready whenever it jumps off. Fuck a dumb charge, I can kill your posse if I'm unarmed.
Sniper rifle aim, I get to shooting with precision. Enemies, they come up missing, they never even existed. Long distance, hit your medulla oblongata, knock the letters off your t-shirt. Balenciaga, problem solver, 357 revolver, blow the noodles out your pasta. Carbonara, sayonara, my ops take a dirt nap. Send shots my way, I'll send a grenade back. Pistol whip your favorite rappers, ammo ain't cheap. Anyone can catch this fade, I sharpen my clippers' teeth. Talk cheap, so put this metal where your mouth is. Get your brains blown, don't gush it like a fountain. Who's the shooter? You send it to get the job done. Bullets don't have names unless you engrave one. Give many men 9 shots like I was 50. Blackout and call it 50 shades of filthy. My boss, fuck around and get your knocked off. White chalk, outlaws, and funeral costs. Dirty B put the hit out, then you old news. Have you sleeping with the fishes while wearing cement shoes?
Don't test the shot and man up against your karate stance. The piece got you looking like you spit on Muhammad Gandhi hands. John Lennon couldn't buy me love, but I bet your body can. Cause after I'm through with you, your intros wouldn't embody sand. Not the guy you used to, I used to be inspirational. Now my position switches like chromosomes interchangeable. I go from leader to the guy who sent you through the ether, to the creatures I sent out to maim and tame you through the speakers. Daniel's son never made it out of the lion's den. I shot him in the iris when Osiris gave him nitrous ends. Put the 9 up his sinus when I inherited the Midas pen. I deliver viruses to righteous men. Then I return to claim the rewards I get paid for birth from my
fuck with the beast, monsters and heavyweights. You'll catch a lift on these hollows straight up to heaven's gate. I'm ready to die for my team, I never hesitate. Snipe you out one shot, fuck up your framework. I stay ahead of the game with how my brain work. Have you face down in the drain, wearing the same shirt. Kill the competition, cause that's just how the game works. Ill is so militant, that's just how my name works. Name works, name works, name works. What's good?
Yeah, you know, we had to hit you with one of the new things. That's one of the announcements I was here to make. So May 1st, man, my voice is just so fucking sexy.
2 days before my birthday.
I just got the Sound Exciter today. Shout out to Skylo 2Ys, the motherfucking co-pilot.
That's what I get for my birthday is a new album.
Shit, that's what I'm saying. That's what I get for my birthday is other people to play my new album, baby. Yo, what's up, Trev? What's good with you, baby? A little dope in the building. We got a lot of love last night on that one track. But make sure that that's the only place you share it to, because that doesn't come out until May 17th. So anyways, May 1st, the Cypher tape dropping. And I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a track listing and who's on what. So this is them in order. Fight Music, featuring Dose Charisma, Tragic, and Drop Funk. Green Fog, featuring Willie Dangerfield, Nyte, Your Homie J, and Rhino. Juggernaut, which is Nyte, Willie Dangerfield. Lifestyles of the Broken Homeless. Lifestyles of the Broken Homeless with Chris Duke, Saint B, and Skylo. Make Connections of Drop Funk, Saint B, and Twin Terror. No Contest with Lil Dope, Dark Dream, and Blaze J. Shooter Cypher featuring Nyte, Skylo, and Illa's Killer. And then Trapaholics featuring Jax, Nyte, and Ken G.
You heard it here first, motherfucker.
And I'm telling you, we got, Fight Music. Obviously, you know what that's about. You know what I'm saying? It'll make you want to punch your nearest human. Green Fog, we have to get smoking after we get into a fight to try to calm down our nerves. Then we have to show you our Juggernaut status, tell you a little bit about our past with Lifestyles of the Broken Homeless.
Word.
Then we got to move on to Make Connections.
So we can make these connections moving east to western.
And letting them know that those connections, no contest, you know what I'm saying? And then I got to get my shooters ready, a bunch of Trapaholics. You know what I'm saying? That's the album. And
it's going to be a vibe. All together, it's going to be a vibe. I hope you enjoy it. I hope your friends enjoy it. I hope your mama enjoy it. She's probably going to show it to you.
And so then after that, May 17th, Dirty B 12th Gate drops. My second album of the year. Diabolical is still doing fucking numbers. People really love Shit Stains. Especially when I submit it to music reviews because they're like, Shit Stains, oh, this is going to be trash.
Right.
And then Bars. I bar them to death. Last night, I had a motherfucker play that shit twice and add it to a playlist.
Oh, damn. Let's go.
Hell yeah. Dude, shout out to That Nerdy Reviews. I think that's what it's called.
Nerdy
Shit, Trev,
Reviews.
fucking correct me if I'm wrong. But anyways, yeah, man, I can't get over this this new fucking piece of analog equipment. It's pretty sexy. Listen to the bass. Oh, yeah, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it really brings out my shit. Now, I'm going to have to get a another preamp so I can run the NT1 to channel 2. Because right now I got two channel analogs, but I'm only using one, so. So, St. B, I know you got something in the works. What are you working on right now?
This year, actually, I'm going to focus on kind of what your homie Jay's doing. I'm going to give y'all a bunch of singles, and I'm going to save up this album. I got a few features I'm waiting on from Willie Dangerfield. You know?
The boy.
Got a feature waiting on from Mo Vitale.
Lil
Doss.
Yep.
We got your homie Jay when he come back from tour. He's going to drop a feature for me. I got 2 features from the guy to my right. Little nudge for him to get shit done. Lurkins and...
oh, yeah, Lurkins. I got to get on that shit.
Lurkins, get on Lurkins. And then Words of Death. Dirty needs to get Words of Death done. But I'm also waiting on Tragic.
I'm on that. Yeah, also, I know we already mentioned him, but Lil Doss might be here this weekend to do a live album review of 1994.
And I need to sit down and just jam that.
It was pretty good. It was pretty good. I was expecting a couple more like super twisty tracks because it's Lil Doss.
Right.
But he was a little sparing on that. But other than that, I have no complaints. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like this was like this album was supposed to be like an introduction to who he is. Yeah, he's not going to bar you to death with all those chopping syllables.
But I wanted like one that I couldn't even understand that I had to listen to a couple of times.
There wasn't one. Oh man, don't lower my expectations.
No, I'm not.
Album,
well, how about this? When I tell you like the worst part of a movie, and you're like, that's the only bad part. Like, yeah, That's
okay,
what it
cool.
is.
No, I'm still excited. This album is supposed to be great. I've heard nothing but good reviews.
Yeah, no.
That is,
and as a beginning mixer, you know what I'm saying? He's just getting his
mix the whole thing
he's
himself?
just sharpening his teeth, and it sounded really good. You know, there's a couple of notes that I wanted to, well, that I gave him, but that's just learning experience. Nobody's fucking gonna nail it the first time. I still don't nail it the first time. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing this forever. Yo, bearded weirdos in the house, we complete. Then we got Illa's Killer in this motherfucker too. Ooh, what's up, bro? We just played a track with you on it, man. We just played the Shooter Cypher. But yeah, man, this new analog piece of equipment is gonna have me talking in my fucking ears all day, bro. I just love the sound of my voice in this fucking thing. So now we got a 2-channel sound exciter and harmonic resonance with a 2-channel compressor. We are moving up in the world, man. You missed it, but don't worry, there's more to come. Matter of fact, tonight's gonna not be without music because obviously we got our fucking OBS back running perfectly again with no lag.
Dude, everything's looking great.
So yeah, no, we're gonna play a couple of things tonight. We're even gonna play something from Lil Doss, so you guys don't. We're gonna do that first, so you guys don't think I'm just bullshitting around. And then after that, we're gonna play this new track I've been bumping by Illa's Killer. I bumped it like 3 times throughout the day today. You know what I'm saying? I listened to it once first when I got to work, and then later on, I listened to a couple of podcasts. Then I got back to my playlist, and that was the first thing on there. And I had my playlist on repeat, and I didn't notice that I played it for a second time until halfway through, and I was like, "Fuck it," and I played it a third time.
Word.
But so Lil Doss, let's see. What was my favorite one on here? He recorded one of them at my house and redid
Ride
it.
By sounds good.
So I'm not gonna play that one just because I know that one all too well. But Ride By was good.
Acting
Off
Bad
That was
sounds
pretty good.
431 sounds good.
You know what? Actually, I think we're gonna
go
play
Off That.
Off That. Yeah, because the video for this is out too. So if you want to see the video, it's called Lil Doss Off That. But check this out right quick. Give my boy from probably the hottest rapper in Flint. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying probably because I haven't heard them all. You know what I'm saying? Like there's probably a lot of dope rappers out there, but I'm gonna put my money on Lil Doss in the battle. So. Check it out, guys. This is Lil Doss Ride By or Off That.
At the beginning we all tight like the Juice Crew, but not today, it's too many bishops and no Q. Niggas rolling with you tryna smoke you, or treat you like a chicken, bitch, I can let they don't know you. This the type of bullshit that nigga have to go through. Fucking with them off-brand niggas wanna control you. Stuck on stupid man, nigga perching me with that old news. Niggas still mad cause I fucked that bitch to some old school. Nobody supporting me, so I got it on my own. Plus I'm out of mouth, bitch can keep on business off the phone. I keep to myself, a bitch, I'd rather be all alone. Find a secret place for the grave digger to put my bones. For the record, I been fucking independent, don't you label me. Waiting if we're spending fucking time or the day with me. Thinking it's a game, motherfucker, don't you play with me. Tripping to tell your mama, use a bitch, watch what you say to me. Don't play with bitch, I'm off that. People be burning bridges and always trying to cross back. Secretly plotting like I don't know where you a small cat. Tripping good bitch, been running home with my ball back. The chopper been ready, gonna make a motherfucker fall flat. People be burning bridges and always trying to cross back. Secretly plotting like I don't know where you a small cat. Tripping good bitch, been running home with my ball back. The chopper been ready, gonna make a motherfucker fall flat. The bitches, she don't fuck for free. Took that nigga strap and made him buy it back a sucker fee. Always on my own, cause pussy niggas wanna fuck with me. I'm no killer, but nigga don't test me shit for real, get ugly. COVID cause I'm ill, took your bitch, now she ain't level me. Set that pussy to the side, bitch, you don't belong to me. Never leave the house without it, always got a 40 on me. Call it status, schizophrenic nigga, killing horror. This ain't what you want, motherfucker, put your tongue in par. We can throw them hands or we can make a fucking cannons bar. All about the money, you niggas just out here grinding. Fucking with the lanes, leave it broken like a fire stick. Thinking down on crazy, 50% bitch, I'm insane. I just want the money, I don't give a fuck about the fame. Got me switching lanes, do my shit that's on the gang. But they get a grip on the gang, cause my nigga, this how we bang. Do you was my bitch, I'm off that. People be burning bridges and
one of the things I fuck with the most about him is his pronunciations. I like how he pronounces everything.
Running home with my ball back. The chopper been ready, gonna make a motherfucker fall flat. People be burning bridges and always trying to cross back. Secretly plotting like I don't know where you a small cat. Tripping good bitch, be running home with my ball back. The chopper been ready, gonna make a motherfucker fall flat. Guns, niggas, wait, real motherfuckers do dirt, no play. Licks, Glocks, 40s, K's. This the type of shit that happens every day. Money, guns, niggas, wait, real motherfuckers do.
Yeah, that's how you do it, sonny boy.
Glocks, 40s, K's. This the type of shit that happens every day. Yeah, that's how I do that there. Call your mama and tell her that's how I do that there. These motherfuckers be pussy, their baby mamas be herpes. Always want some attention, you shitty bitches be thirsty. Guess it wasn't the plan for the chick to be with the man. Still I don't understand, should've took the message and ran. Used to love the bitch, but then she fell in love with the scumbags. So I beat the pussy up and treat the bitch like a cum rag. Bitch, I'm off that. People be burning bridges and always trying to cross back. Secretly plotting like I don't know it, you a small cat.
Yeah, man, that motherfucker always bringing his A game, bro.
Man, that's a straight party track right there.
Yeah.
I could see me turning up on a fucking Tuesday night, jamming that shit.
Yeah, man, he's fun. He's fun to work with sometimes too. You know what I'm saying? He'll just come through and just have those vibes. But you know, he just doesn't come over here enough.
Last time he came through, he was actually really quiet, and it kind of fucked me up.
Yeah, no, I mean sometimes he be going through some shit just like all of us. You know what I'm saying?
No, I get that, but it was just like that was one of the few times like I've been in the same room as a motherfucker. And I was like, you gonna say something, or you want to smoke this blunt?
Shit, everybody want to smoke this blunt.
Right. Speaking of which,
yeah, so,
we working on Smoking on Strong Part 2.
Smoking on Strong, because my doctor ain't shit.
Featuring,
Smoking on Strong, featuring me. God
him
damn
and
it.
Willie D. Him and Willie D.
Ain't no way I'm not on that. That's my favorite song.
Well, I mean, ain't no way you're not going to be on that. Either way, you're going to have credits.
For real, I'm definitely about to make
But
a
yeah, he's
fucking
about to drop
solid
a
ass beat for
fucking
that.
solid ass verse for it. It's going to be a banger. I'm excited to drop one that we can actually, you know, publicize and promote and shit, because that's one of the biggest tracks I've had. It's an early track. It's something that everybody knows, and I'm ready to make that motherfucker level 2. You know,
level 2 in this bitch. Hell yeah, man. We always trying to level up. There's no stopping. You know what I'm saying? Once you get the good momentum going.
Look at this cannon. Like, look at this cannon.
Oh shit!
I don't know if y'all.
Oh, here we have to give our primer in.
Like, I don't even know how to compare this to anything. Here's a Black and Mild.
Put it like this.
Look, there's a Black and Mild, and there's my joint, and they're the same motherfucking size.
Look, Michigan, we've been medical for a long time. We've been illegal for a long time before. No, longer than that, like 10 years. And we've been illegal before that, but still popping. But then during our medical age, we came up with some of the best strains and had fucking some of the most iconic strains pass through here. And then we've been recreational for about a year and a half now, and that's changed the game. Because, you know, a lot of people that maybe wouldn't have smoked before left their fucking house to go to a store to buy weed. You know what I'm saying?
It's kind of messing me up, though, because, like, the average price per ounce has dropped significantly. Because either everybody's growing it themselves or they're getting such a good deal on it that I can't push it anymore. Like, I've had to go work a day job at this point because I can't make money on bud.
Yeah, there's always concentrates and edibles if you can get them right. You got to dial that shit in just right, though.
That's extra money I'm not trying to spend. I don't need a vacuum oven and all this crazy shit. I know a motherfucker that went to prison because he blew his house up because he was making fucking dabs, and apparently he did something wrong, and now he's sitting on the block.
Yeah, no, I know somebody that blew their thumb off.
Oh shit!
Yeah, they're making it out of a glass pipe instead of PVC, because I know a lot of people like to use PVC. He is doing it with the glass one.
Fun as fuck for him now.
He probably can't jack off because it was his right hand,
I'm sure he figures it out, bro. I'm sure he. I'm left-handed, but
that motherfucker be using both hands, rubbing that bitch like he trying to make a fire.
Ooh yeah.
But hey, like I said, I wasn't bullshitting around. I wanted to play this Illest Killer track for y'all too, because this boy went in, bro. This is called My Grind. Illest Killer featuring Humble Lunatic. Check this out.
I just want it all. I feel like everyone's watching me and I ain't stopping it all. You're gonna feel my grind, my grind. Whether it's sunny or rainy, going every day, you're gonna feel my grind. I'ma get something today, whether it's money or pain, you're gonna feel my grind.
Yeah. Never had much, had to get it on my own, G. Always had to struggle, don't act like you know me. Rising to the top, despite what they told me. I do this for my fam and the closest to homies. Here to shine light on these fake ass and phony. Paint a picture vivid like my last name was Sony. I push it to the limit, yo, I'm Scarface like Tony. Yeah, Illest Killer going hard, stay putting the work in. Always on the grind, gonna shine for certain. You can call me Showstopper, cause I'm here to close curtain. I'm a real motherfucker, spitting needles of dope shit. These bitches want handouts, feeding and dope sick. You need to hang it up, yo, I hand you the rope quick. Won't decimate your character to murder the rap shit. I'm illest in the game, best believing in that shit.
I just want it all.
Yeah.
I feel like everyone's watching me and I ain't stopping it all. You're gonna feel my grind, my grind.
in my own lane. Simple and plain, and I can't stop till you all know my name. Rather thrive in the successful, never mind the fame. Striving to be different while the competition stays the same. I got the wisdom of a sage, I'm on a different page. It was all a coming of age, plus we got something to say. I hate to ruin your plans, but I'm just no flash in the pan. And when the shit hits the fan, I'll be the master of plans. Take your pain, flip it around, and then you'll learn from it. Switch up your views and that perspective, and in turn love it. At times I felt like giving up, cause I've been grinding for a minute. Till I stepped it up, reaching for the sky, but there's no limit. The only thing standing in my way was me. And the only way I'm ever gonna truly succeed. If you see me at a show, know that I've been on my grind. Till the end of time, failure ain't no friend of mine.
I just want me to I feel like everyone's watching me and I ain't stopping it all.
Yeah, boy. You know what's up, man. You know, when we say that we fuck with somebody, you should obviously just assume off the bat that they're dope.
That was dope. I was vibing with that. That was more of a track that I would when I'm like driving down the highway and I got a long destination. That's something I would jam to on that ride.
Hell yeah! Shut the AC off, roll down the window, let the wind touch your face.
You know, like on the way here when I was cruising, you know, trying to get my mind right for the studio. That's something I could have definitely jammed because it was like it was a real track. It wasn't. You weren't trying to again bar me to death. It was something that again, like you said, roll the windows down. Light my fat ass joint up and let's cruise.
Facts, man. Sometimes there's no better thing than to hear somebody speak to you from their soul and their experience. You know what I'm saying? Even though I do love my bars, I love when people bar you to death. I love that. That's my favorite.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure.
Sometimes it's good just to sit back and examine an artist and see what their psychology's like. You know, it gives you a little bit of feedback or a little bit of insight into how that artist works.
You know, and that, yeah, my buddy actually explained to me the other day because I've been referring artists to him, and he's like, I have to sit and listen to an album, and I'm like, why do you feel that way? And he said, well, I want to get to know the artist, and I feel like if you show me a track or multiple tracks off different albums, I'm not getting to know them, because every artist evolves, and I've noticed that, like just from all of our music. Granted, you got 90-some thousand albums, so I don't know everything you've recorded, but
right,
Jay in the past 4 years has evolved like a motherfucker. Nyte in the past 5-6 years that I've known him has evolved like a motherfucker. I have evolved like a motherfucker. Skylo in 2-3 years evolved like a motherfucker. Like it's a constant growth.
So unreleased, just shit that I was fucking around with since 2012 till now is I'm gonna let him read the number.
3,128 files, and that's in 183 folders. Now, that could be 183 albums. That could be 183 different places he decided to store it. But again,
there's double. Actually, don't worry about the folders part because they're doubled up.
3,128 files. Unreleased music. That's shit that he hasn't done anything with. That's shit that...
I've brought back a couple of them, ones that are the most important.
He reposed a couple verses here and there, but dude... Holy shit!
See, now, the problem is, you know what really fucks me up, though?
Everything you've released in the past, what you did.
Oh, dude, a lot. We'll
leave the EDM out of it, but you did Diabolic. You did Esoteric.
Oh, yeah, so wait, we'll start with Bearded Weirdo's debut album. Then we did, I did Diabolic, or then I did Space Wizard. And then after that, we did our Bearded Weirdos, which one was that? I think it was Esoteric. Yeah, then we did Esoteric, Meadow of Bones.
No, Meadow of Bones was before Esoteric.
No, it was after.
Was it?
Yeah, for sure. Okay. And then there's a bunch of singles in between, and then now we got Diabolic this year, and now I'm working on 12th Gate this year.
So we're talking 4 or 5 albums released, plus a bunch of singles.
Dude, me and Jay together is magic.
Features.
Bearded Weirdos is just, it's beyond words, man. Here, let me, I don't like to just talk shit. You know what I'm saying? Where's my Bearded Weirdos folder at on here? Oh, yeah, baby. There we go. Dude, I'm telling you, some of the shit that we got on this album is just absolutely redonkulous, man. I love making music with Jay, man. Every time we do something, we do it exactly right.
I love making music with Jay. I was really sad that it took so long for me to do a feature with him, but Flick came out so good. Matter of fact, we should play that.
We'll play Flick.
We should play
I'm
Flick.
down with that.
That's one of my favorites. I'm going to put this joint out until Flick comes on because that's like one of my favorites.
So this is off of Evolutionary. This is the recipe. This is track 2 off of our last Together album. Now, we have the recipe. This is it.
Dirty and Jay. Bearded Weirdo. Let's go.
I hear whispers in the streets that you's a bitch. It ain't my fault, that's what your mama told me. And your dad confirmed it with photo evidence too. He said, look at my son, he a bitch. If you diss, you stupid, you think we won't react. Vocal cats thinking they better, they must be smoking crack. My vocal track, I smoke a rapper with no holding back. Bones are cracked, throw a blow with the opponents, they fold in half.
It's known as facts that we colder, y'all are full of crap. Claim to be real, but then turn on me like a cul-de-sac. I only have a few in my circle, we been the realest. Don't be catching feelings, you don't really want it with these effing killers.
Messing with us will be the end of victims. We been inflicted dead precision. My deposition create the mental prison. The instrumentals rhythm carry on with clarity. Bury off a heresy, very small compared to me.
It's too unfair to be this rare, I mean apparently they care to hear us, but they can't see me like the air I breathe. A pair of G's, sick MCs, a couple bosses, don't double cross us. You don't know what all of this cost us.
We hear you pretend to be.
They after my identity.
Everything we do is so dope, they want the recipe.
Eventually we next to be.
You ain't where my level be.
Everything we do is so ill, they want the recipe.
We hear you pretend to be.
They after my identity.
Everything we do is so dope, they want the recipe.
Eventually we next to be.
You ain't where my level be.
Everything we do is so ill, they want the recipe.
Mr. Don't Give a Fuck is back in the flesh. Accurate threats, radiation is the after effect.
That is the best case scenario, I'm not having to flex. I'm a savage, I'll take you to a place that's blacker than death.
Massacre sets, leaving half of you dead. After I hit the stage, 6 more victims that hit the floor before I disengage.
In a fit of rage, you kidding, bitch, you been amazed by my wicked ways. When I'm writing, I always rip the page.
Instant pain, hit your brain quicker than the sniff of cane.
Sit your lame ass down, I came around so y'all can get it made.
Hit the page and rip it in half from the ink's weight.
Think straight before you try and play us, this isn't EA.
But it's in the game if you got it. You see us locked and loaded, you cannot control us. Knocking soldiers down with lots of bullets.
Better stop and focus, you not gon' hold us. Eventually we breaking through the rest. They'll see J and B got the recipe.
We hear you pretend to be.
They after my identity.
Everything we do is so dope, they want the recipe.
Eventually we next to be.
You ain't where my level be.
Everything we do is so ill, they want the recipe.
We hear you pretend to be.
They after my identity.
Everything we do is so dope, they want the recipe.
Eventually we next to be.
You ain't where my level be.
Everything we do is so ill, they want the recipe.
We hear you pretend to be.
They after my identity.
Everything we do is so dope, they want the recipe.
Eventually we next to be.
You ain't where my level be.
Nah.
Everything we do is so ill, they want the recipe.
I'm telling you, man.
Baking soda, water, stir it up a little bit. Something along those lines.
That's what we got.
So we pouring up. We on that 100 proof.
The good stuff.
You got Dirty B and Saint B up in this bitch. Make sure you throwing out some shares. Make sure you having a drink and a smoke yourselves. We hope you fucking with the music we playing because we playing some great stuff.
Jay said all trash.
All trash. All trash. 2410.
Hey man, and look, there's another announcement I've failed to mention that I'm bringing back the music review.
Oh, no, you mentioned that on Facebook, but you didn't mention it on here. And I think that's a great idea, especially because everything's back and running. You're back in your spot.
Yep.
The vibes are back. I felt like, we could record at the old space, and it was cool, but...
It just wasn't the vibes.
Dude, the Cavern's here. Nyte might have said Cavern's 0.2 over there, but man. This is like the originals.
Well, this has been upgraded again, so this is 0.3.
This is like the first Shrek. You can't beat it.
Yeah, right.
You can't beat it.
I mean, just the space that we're in alone, and now that it's been soundproof to the point where it is, we don't have a bunch of bounce back. We can get pretty loud.
Oh, dude, I love it. I love it.
You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't, like, come back smashing you in the face. You don't hear a bunch of resonance and echoing.
Got Karina out in the living room watching TV and shit, and you don't know nothing. She out there playing with her Barbie, screaming and yelling, and we're in here having a blast.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, usually when, whenever we have to record and stuff and, there's stuff going on outside, once the door seals, it's done. You know what I'm saying? But,
case closed. Prosecutor wore sweatpants. Nobody really tried.
So, just check it out, man. I've noticed that there's all kinds of movies coming out that people have been running their faces about, and I got to see them for myself. But
How you watch? Can you give me, like, after this is all over, will you give me the links that you be watching these movies on?
To be honest with you, I've only recently have bootlegged things because I like to buy and rent them or own them. I own all the movies I've watched. Besides, I had to see Spider-Man, and I still bought it. When it came out, I bought it.
I haven't watched Spider-Man.
Spider-Man was amazing.
Batman.
I cried happy and sad tears to that movie.
But I feel like if I were to watch Spider-Man, and here's my problem with Spider-Man, I need to watch all the Spider-Mans.
Sure, you actually do. Because all right, so if you don't, then you're especially if you all right. So have you seen all the Tobey Maguire ones?
Dude, that's my Spider-Man.
Okay. So then you only have 2 for Garfield,
right?
And then you have 2 before the new one for Tom Arnold or
whatever his name is. The dude that's dating Zendaya is what I refer to him as. The dude that's dating Zendaya has been in more than that.
Isn't that Mary Jane from Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Isn't that kind of cute? Like, I know he's a grown ass man, but to me he's a little kid. You know what I'm saying?
My thing is he's been in more than just his own Spider-Man movies. He's been in Civil War.
Yes.
He's been in fucking Endgame.
He was when Avengers
he's
came out, he was the Spider-Man that they introduced as Spider-Man in the Avengers.
Right.
So it was only natural. And you know what was weird?
Here's my other thing.
Here's what was weird about that is in the old before Avengers came out, Spider-Man had his own grip on the movie thing, you know what I'm saying? But
this is what I was just about to bring up. Why is Spider-Man all technology now? What the fuck happened to a spider biting you and now you are Spider-Man? Now, why do you need Toby Stark to be Spider-Man?
Tony Stark?
Why do you need to be Toby Stark? Why do you need to be
the
Toby
only thing
Stark?
that they really took away from him that was one of his powers was his ability to shoot webs. He can climb on walls by himself. He has super agility and super strength by himself.
That's it.
Yeah, the web shooters are the only thing that they replaced.
And he has a suit.
The suit is
Tobey Maguire.
Hold up, that is actually part of the comic book, and that actually is dope because he starts off just like every superhero. He has
making his own suit.
Yeah, he makes a little shitty ass suit. It's not bulletproof, and if he gets shot, he's not
fucked.
Yeah, he's fucked. So Tony Stark, the first suit he made him was like Iron Man, but smaller. You know what I'm saying? It was that tough. Then the second one is nanotechnology. So,
okay. So this is all canon. This is all
it's all canon. Yep.
See, then that's where I was losing it. Is I was like, man, you guys are making a far stretch here.
Oh,
because to me,
you know what? It makes him so much
Maguire-
doper because his suit has like insta kill mode.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's not a killer or nothing, but
I need to study
that
up.
is an option.
I need to study up. I really need to study up because.
And look! When he first got his newest suit, he had his boy, the big dude, Hackett. So they took off all what they call training wheel protocols. He was so mad because it's usually like safety protocols, but it's Tony Stark. He called it training wheel protocols.
Oh my lord!
So when they finally did that, he was like, "All right, we got to stop them."
Now,
and the suit's like, "Do you want me to activate insta death mode?" And that motherfucker just pops out with a bunch of blades and shit out of his back.
Shit.
I'm like, "Oh shit! Don't do it!"
Is this new movie?
Yeah, it's the new one.
Quit ruining shit for me, dirty motherfucker! You ruining movies for me.
It's a 10-second part of the movie.
I'm gonna shoot this motherfucker on camera in the studio. The cops are gonna be coming for me.
He's gonna what's the dude's name from Joker that he shot? Man, when I'm trying to make a reference,
Robert De Niro.
Yeah, he's gonna Robert De Niro me.
No,
that was 10 seconds of the movie. It was a small, stupid part.
He's going to be Robert De Niro over
here.
Hey,
look, put it like this. When that part pops up in the movie, you're going to totally forget that I even said it. You're going to be like, oh, that...
These people aren't going to forget. It's going to be Saint Lee Kill Count 1.
Kill Count. That's a song I need to bring back.
Kill Count.
Remember? 1, body on the field ground. 2, bodies how you feel now. 3, morgues all full from the kill count. Oh, no, that wasn't it. 3, bodies. I don't remember it. I don't know, but I need to bring that one back.
Honestly, there's another track or two that you said that me and you have done that's like old shit. Excuse me.
We redid one of them.
We
Dead
did
or Alive.
2 of them. We did Mental Massacre and Dead or Alive.
Oh yeah, they're both out too.
Hey,
yeah,
there's
right.
Bandita.
Bandita. Work that?
I'm not going to work.
No.
That sounds like a great idea.
Are you feeling all right?
My head hurts really bad. Do you have medicine?
Yes, actually, I do.
I'm going to entertain these people. If you
hey,
need to go get
will you hand me the Excedrin on the side of the table? I can't reach it.
I can bend it, the Excedrin.
Yeah, they're right behind that Mountain Dew bottle. Yep. Get that to Babe. Yeah, man, fucking Spider-Man, the movie's impressed the shit out of me, man. If there's not enough in there, there's a bottle in the car.
She doesn't want that. She doesn't want the Excedrin.
Oh, well, the other ones, these are migraines. The other one are extra strength, the ones that are in the car. But,
Anyways, Bandita's not feeling well. Dirty's got to handle that real quick. She wants a cigarette, bro.
The one in the ashtray.
Oh.
That's fine, yeah. So Bandit's going to rest easy on the couch, and she's going to take it easy tonight because she need it. And, I mean, she worked hard, dude. This girl put in 40 to 50 to fucking 60 hours a week.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Aren't you about to start working there, too?
No, I talked to Bandit about that. My boss offered me a raise because he doesn't want me to leave.
I don't want to hear it.
Bro, you don't know how hard it is to quit my job.
Yeah,
you don't
I
know
do.
how
It's
hard
as
it is
easy
to
as,
quit. No,
I quit.
it's not. No, it's not. I love my job. I love my coworkers. And now, I mean, I'm not making what Bandit's making, but...
Shit, if
I'm
I could,
making like
stand up for as
$400
long as she
less.
does, I'd be at that motherfucker just flinging dick.
I understand. At the end of the day, yeah, money is great, but I like being happy at work, and I know that Bandit's happy at work too. But at the same time, I don't know.
All right,
It's hard.
My 9 to 5, it's not happy per se. I do love my coworkers when I do see them, but for me, it's an ample opportunity to absorb information. Either music that I need to listen to or podcasts that I need to like reflect on some shit. So,
Well, I will tell
and
you
obviously
that
you know which ones I watch.
I treat work as the old saying goes. If you have a good time at work and it doesn't feel like work, then you're not working. And to
Facts.
me, I feel like I get paid to hang out with my buddies all fucking day.
Well, that's, to be honest with you, I know
How
that
bad is
sound
that?
engineering is not everybody's cup of tea because it could get definitely like irritating sometimes. But what I can say is I do actually enjoy, even with the shittiest artists on the planet, mixing and mastering because it's almost like doing black magic
I hope
for
you
a
feel
living.
better, Bandit. Absolutely.
Like it's kind of like doing black magic for a living. You got a cauldron, right? And you start off with a water base, which is what they send me. Then I mix a little rat tail, a little bat wing, a little bone of Christ in there. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a little bit more bone of Christ. You know what I'm saying? And that's EQing, compression, limiting, saturation, transients, taming your transients or using transient shapers to make them stronger or, this fit better.
Ooh, I want a transient
Soundscaping?
shaper. I want to just like transient shape myself. You remember that episode of Rick and Morty when Summer like morphed herself?
Oh, yeah, when she was in that, like, doomsday world?
No. The one where she, like, turned her skin inside out because her boyfriend dated someone else because she had bigger boobies.
Maybe.
And Beth didn't want to call Rick. She wanted to handle the problem herself. And Morty was like,
is that in the new season 5?
No, this was like season 2 or 3.
Huh.
You're going to have to go back and rewatch,
I've seen them all, like, at least twice now, and I can't believe that's not ringing a bell.
Bro, I'm going to
I got Rick
transmorgify
tattooed on
myself.
me.
I'm going to go transmorgify myself.
Transmortify. Well, transmutation, which is, all right, I'm glad you mentioned that because some people may ask what the 12th Gate means, my new album. If you've ever heard of the Philosopher's Stone in alchemy, which is a
Shout out
stone.
Harry Potter.
Well, no. Oh, yeah, well, I guess, but that's way before Harry Potter.
It was Nicholas Flamel. That was the dude that created it in the universe I'm thinking of, and that was outside of Harry Potter. Like that was
this is
history.
This is like almost 1,000 years ago, in the very beginning of alchemy. They believed, it's a myth now, but they believed at the time that there's something called the Philosopher's Stone you can use to transmute iron into silver and silver into gold.
Right.
So you could take a garbage metal, which is iron, which we use every day,
Or
but
aluminum or whatever.
yeah, whatever, and you
could
could turn it into gold. So that was the Philosopher's
and you
Stone.
could like make your elixir of life.
And the metaphor behind that is I've had a shit life up until recently. And I kind of used music as a philosopher's stone to turn that shit into gold. So, the 12th gate in the alchemic botanica, whatever the fuck it is, the original alchemic text, there's a spell in there called the 12th gate that's actually missing out of most of the original versions. It's taken out. There's only one version that actually had it still in there because it's like a fold out. But anyways, it's how to make the Philosopher's Stone. That's why everybody all took it out of there.
Well, I mean, yeah, you can't be giving that information out to everybody.
Yeah, well, not this book. I don't think I've ever seen a printed version of it. I've only heard about it.
Like, if you were to give it to 5 people, one of those motherfuckers is going to talk to somebody.
Facts. Listen, man, the Necronomicon, which is my favorite book, it was written in 700 AD, but it was burnt by the church. You know what I'm saying? But eventually, they had a couple of them that survived through translations.
I'm glad
and
you
I
brought
own a
that
version
up.
of it.
Bandit, since you're in here, what's your favorite book?
All time.
All time.
I don't read.
You don't read.
The Bible, she said. I mean,
she didn't say that. She said she don't read. My favorite book is called Heart-Shaped Box, and the premise of this book is, in a manner of speaking, this gentleman likes buying crazy artifacts. Like, he has a witch's noose and this, that, and the other. So he bought a dead man's suit, and a ghost was attached to this suit. So then the ghost starts fucking with him, right? And it turns out this ghost happens to be the grandfather of this girl he used to date, and blah, 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 blah. Crazy book. Greatest thing I've ever read. And that's where I store my extra cash. Like, if y'all were to break into my house, that book is where you'd find my money.
Everybody's taking notes right now. They were like, all right, now what's her address?
Yeah, you don't know that, and I'm glad we're going live from Dirty's house.
Right, they go track your location and mine, break in looking for this dumbass book.
This book ain't here.
You gonna find my Necronomicon and get cursed.
I'm pretty sure my sister Blair gave me this book, and she recommended it. So if Blair watches this, shout out to you.
Yeah, so my book, the Necronomicon, was written by Abdul al-Hazred in 707 AD. And story is, he was a Muslim, and he eventually started questioning things in his faith, and the sect he was a part of...
What was his original faith?
A Muslim.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
I missed that.
Yeah, no, he was Muslim, and he started questioning his faith, and the sect he was a part of banished him, and he was in exile for 1,001 day.
Damn.
And he spent that entire time in the desert, eating lizards and whatever the fuck he could find, and dehydrating most of the time.
Trying not to die.
Well, now Tragic, I know you said you thought it was Sumerian.
Tragic. What up, bro?
There is aspects of Sumerian religion in there, but no, it's I'm about to get to it. So, Abdul al-Hazred spent 1,001 days in the desert, dehydrated, eating a bunch of whatever the fuck, probably a bunch of hallucinogenic shit too. And he would have vivid nightmares and dreams, from obviously starvation, basically. And the weird thing about his dreams is they were like a story. It wasn't just a dream and then it went away fleetingly as he awoke.
Right, like it was a continuation.
So, he believed he was being contacted by a sleeping alien in the ocean named Cthulhu. And he relayed the history of his alien race to him. So here's the story. The biggest god in the book is called Azathoth, the blind idiot god. And he lies in the center of the universe sleeping. And his dream is our reality. Everything in the universe, as far as the eye can see, the blackness of space, that's all part of his dream.
Okay.
If he awakes, it's all gone.
Huh.
The universe starts over every time he wakes up. Anyways, one of his children,
maybe that's what happened in 2012.
So, the whole universe would start from scratch again.
Bro, I feel like everything's been a simulation since then. We're all just in the blob's dream.
Well, all right, so it's not a blob. He is a man-shaped creature with a squid face and dragon wings, and if he stood up in the ocean, it would come up to his dick. He's a big motherfucker.
Motherfucker.
So his dad...
got a bald-ass head.
His dad, Yog-Sothoth, is a interdimensional being that lives in the past, present, and future at all times.
Okay. He's omnipresent.
He's omnipresent, and he's been known to be summoned for certain Earth rituals, including fertility.
Ooh.
So that's
weird. Trying to get your lady pregnant.
Yeah, in the one time that it was recorded that he did, he came and impregnated a woman and created a fucking hellspawn.
Okay, so think about that. What Dirty just said. Okay, now let's go back to the Bible. And this lady Mary just got pregnant out of nowhere, and her husband's like, yeah, Mary, explain to me what the fuck happened. How the fuck you get pregnant? And it turns out that it's just this demon spawn.
Well, what's kind of funny about the Bible is the Red Sea Scrolls were part of it, and King James said, "Nah, fuck this shit. Put that on that island over there as they're passing through it in the ocean."
I heard a lot of the Bible got less like.
Of course it did.
Like that's not for public consumption.
One of the main reasons that the Vatican agreed to keep it out of the Bible is because in it says that angels called the Watchers came to Earth, taught us a bunch of technologies and healing shit, fucked a bunch of bitches. And their spawn were called Nephilim, and they were giant creatures that were had half angel powers, half human-like. So yeah, that's kind of hard to explain when you're talking about all the because the Bible, even though it has a couple I don't know, that doesn't seem reals. They're not a 700-foot creature that just kicked your buildings over. You know what I'm saying?
They were good stories.
They were. They're parables.
They were great stories.
They're look.
I felt like that taught a great moral thing for me, like eye for an eye and treat your neighbor how you want to be treated.
I truly think that 70% of the Bible stories are that. They're just tales to give you an example of how to live or how to do certain things, but I do believe that maybe 30% of it are retellings of things that happened. Because so Noah's Ark, to me back in the day, the shittiest story ever. I'm like, okay, you got
two of every motherfucking animal, penguins.
Right. Here's the weird part. Now maybe that part wasn't right, but just recently, within the last 10 years, they discovered that 5,000 plus years ago, there was a big flood that pretty much took over most of the landmass all the way up to a certain point. And also, on this show I watched called What on Earth, in the Bible they said that Noah's Ark landed on a mountainside. Well, through LiDAR, the laser radar technology, they found a shape of something that when they did measurements on it could have been 40 cubics by 40 cubics.
Damn.
Which is the measurements
size of Noah's Ark.
So maybe Noah was a real person. Maybe Noah collected a bunch of animals, and maybe Noah survived a cataclysmic event.
I was under the understanding that they have found artifacts that may have point that Jesus was a real human being.
Yeah, no, I believe he was. And actually, I've come to love Jesus in a different way. Not like Christians, not like Catholicism or nothing, but here's why. Let's just say, save argument, that he's a real person, and he walked the land, and a lot of the things that he said, whether misconstrued or misinterpreted or were real, happened, right?
Okay.
Because if you've seen David Blaine and you had no internet, you had no idea that there's such thing as magic, and he did some of the things he could do in front of you.
Dude, you would be amazed.
You would worship him.
Right.
No, straight up. If he had a solid object in his hand, he said, gone. You would worship him. You'd be like, I don't want him to do that to me. Oh, thou God. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you just saw a man levitate 2 inches off of the fucking ground, that's not a lot. He didn't fly or nothing. Right. But you would not want to fuck with that dude's energies.
Not at all.
So anyways, let's just say Jesus did do some shit like that, because there is things that David Blaine does that you can't. I'm not trying to compare the two like that, but I'm saying there's things that he does do.
I mean, if you want to make that
magic
comparison, okay, you want to make a comparison like that. The thing that I don't like is that when people compare David Grohl to God, I mean, there's no way. David Grohl's on a whole nother level than God. What the fuck?
All right, so I mean, there's so many. All right, so here's the part I was saying about loving Jesus and such.
Sorry, yeah, I got distracted.
No, because this is actually like a pretty good point, right? And I've read the Bible because I was forced to. I went to Catholic school. I read it multiple times over. All right, so I know the Bible pretty well. But here's the thing that really fucks with me. He had 12 people that at all times basically followed him and licked his sweat off of the ground.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They anything he said was law to them. Some of them left behind all their riches to just follow him around and, spread the word, right?
Yep.
He didn't give a flying fuck about them dudes. You know who he hung out with? Vagrants, prostitutes,
right,
fucking drug addicts, lowlifes, people that society has cast away, thieves, murderers. You know what I'm saying? He hung out with people, undesirables, you would call them. And he made friends with them and just tried to, give them a better path. Now...
Well, that would be the same thing as, me meeting a bunch of well-rounded minded individuals and being like, all right, take all my ideas, here's everything I love and the things that should be taught. Now, you go do that. I'm going to go find another group of people that really need to hear this shit.
Yeah, exactly. Spreading it, you guys already got the point. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go spread this to some people that probably need this shit in their life. Yeah. So that's why I've grown to like Jesus.
Okay, that makes sense to me. So you like Jesus because he is, in a manner of speaking,
a dope
like
dude.
Yourself. a man of your own principles, of your own beliefs, your whatever. And we'll just use this as the main content here. You're a musician, so what do you want people to do? You want to go find 10 solid motherfuckers like your team. Hey, man, this is the newest album I dropped. This is some of the realest shit I got.
Preferably, I'd like to find 10 people that have a rough, same understanding of hip-hop. Like, for me, I have rules. And listen, I've declined a $4 million deal with fucking Maybach Music. I declined a little opportunity with Magic Ninja. I've declined a couple of things just because of my morals, just because I don't want to rap this way or I've read the contract.
But same idea, though, like Jesus had. Hey, man, I got these 10 motherfuckers, and y'all know what dope music is. I'm going to work with y'all, and we're going to make dope music, but I'm going to take this music and I'm going to spread it, and I hope that y'all take this dope music and y'all spread it. That's probably why you relate to him so well.
Well, like I said, this is kind of a new thing that I've just come up with because, I could just be a dickhead and be like, yeah, man, fuck your God. But when you try to level with people and be like, okay, well, let me find some common ground we can talk on. So now when I have religious conversations with people, I don't feel like they're as retarded as flat earthers or something. Because to be honest with you, having faith in something, there's nothing wrong with that. That's good.
Actually, Josh from the bar at Scooters, when he found out that I didn't really follow or conform to a religion, he's like, Garrett, the only thing I'm sad about is that you're going to go through your whole life without faith. And I was like, see, that's where you're wrong, sir.
You don't have to have faith in a specific God.
But I have faith in myself. Everything I need,
that's
I
atheism.
will procreate, dude.
Yeah, so no, that's atheism. I'm beyond that because of psychedelic drugs.
I don't like the idea of the word atheism.
But that is atheism, though. That's what it is.
I believe in something. There might be a grand mathematician or whatever. I know that if I live my life in the circle of karma and I put out good shit's definitely going to come back.
Not definitely.
No, it's definitely going to come back.
No, because trust me, I like to put it. I look at it like this: put all your chips on red, all your chips on black. Do you really think that there is a balance? Because there's not. It's never a balance. Because look, some people are 4 years old, never done a bad thing in their life, leukemia, dead. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes that shit doesn't really matter. But if you do, here's the truth to what you're saying, though. This is something that's factual. The more positive you are and the more positive shit you put out, if that influences people around you or touches certain people, eventually that shit's going to lead back to you. It's going to be a memory of, well, damn, I remember that one time I bumped into him. I ain't never seen him before, and he was really nice to me. And they're just nice as fuck to you now. And yes, there is the random occurrence of, kind acts being done to you. Do you deserve them? Yes. So you accept them like this is karma. But,
I don't think you should so much look at it as a way of balancing each other out. I think you should look at it as in the manner of, my buddy tried to say the other day, he's like, oh, yeah, God will get him. And I was like, oh, yeah, is that what you tell the fucking starving kids over in Africa, too? Because, oh, yeah, God's got their back, right?
Let me check the comments right quick. So, Willie Dangerfield said he hung out with us. I don't know what that means.
He's probably talking about Jesus.
Oh. Bingo, Dirty. LOA. Laws of attraction is a sense.
No, absolutely. I totally believe in laws of attraction.
But see, I don't. You know what I'm saying? You can't manifest anything by just wishing it.
In a manner of speaking, I have.
It takes work.
Bro,
it takes physical effort.
In 3 to 4. No, and I'm not saying you're not wrong.
You can't just wish something into existence.
But
you actually have to take action.
The law of attraction doesn't necessarily speak that
it should be called the law of action.
It's not only just, oh, I want it. It's that constant not deviating from it. One of the greatest things I've ever heard relating to religion is that if God, you pray to God and you're like, oh, I want my family to come together. Is he going to make your family come together, or is he going to give you a fucking opportunity to make your family come together? So same thing with law of attraction. If you really want your fucking music to come together, cool. It's going to provide you opportunities to put your music together.
Sure, but that's a mind state. See, you're not like the people that I'm talking about. There's certain people that just sit and wish it into existence.
That's not law of attraction.
But I'm saying those same people that say the law of attraction, they follow that kind of
Jerry, bro. That's being a Jerry. That's like a snake in the woods waits for little creatures to eat, and Jerry waits for someone to help him and be like, oh, poor me.
Hold on. So Illis Killer said, see, I believe that God is something bigger than what we know or believe, and the other stuff could be real, but maybe some real truth is left out.
It's not for us to know.
Your definition of religion is very close to mine. Here's mine. I am one who believes in God but does not believe humans can comprehend or understand it.
Which is religion.
Well, no, it's not, because in like Christianity and Catholicism, they try really hard to understand it, and they got like laws that he said to them that these things I don't want you to do.
What they think.
There's a bunch of stuff that you have to ask questions about.
There's nothing to back all that. Like, my biggest problem with religion, and it's kind of silly, but like, what do Adam and Eve have that they shouldn't have? What do Adam and Eve have? No. Belly buttons, bro. You get a belly button from being birthed and a fucking tube out of your mother. So whenever they depict Adam and Eve and they're like, oh, these motherfuckers got belly
buttons. Well, that makes sense, though, because they weren't born if you want to follow the logic of God or like, the Bible.
Again, I understand you're trying to make them more human-like and you're trying to blah, 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 blah. You make, get rid of the fucking belly buttons, bro. It makes absolutely no sense.
Well, see, my problem with the Adam and Eve story is that means we're all a bunch of retarded incest babies. You know what I'm saying?
No disrespect.
Was one vampirically white and the other one fucking midnight black?
No, they explain that by simply being like literally just looking at look at fucking how people are. If you go look in Africa, people that are really close to the equator,
that's different. I know why the skin is the way it is, but I'm just saying what were the first two humans? They had to be one or the other.
Do you know about Pangea? Have you heard of Pangea? You know what? I think this is a perfect time for a smoke sesh. I gotta bounce out of here by 10. You want to go over to that?
We got a little time. All right, yeah, we will play Flick right quick. We'll see. Well, we got 6 people in here. I feel like we're on to something here. You know what I'm saying? We got 6 people in here.
No, I'm not saying we're not. This is a great conversation we're having.
Because, like, all right, here's another thing. Here's another religion that I've grown to appreciate.
I love Buddhism.
Buddhism. That's what I was about to say.
Really?
Yeah. So Buddhism.
That's my dog.
Hey, look, Buddhism. The thing that really stands out to me about Buddhism is that they don't model their life or their religion off of like a divine being per se. He did divine things and he said he had divine connections, but they based their life off the man Buddha. What he did, his teachings, his sayings, just the way he lived his life. They try to model their life after his life.
And you know what drew me to Buddhism, and I was thinking about this today at work, is so much more of how I can't remember exactly what physicist or smart person said this. I want to say his name was not Charles Manson, but whatever. Energy can't be destroyed.
Yeah, no, it just gets converted to another form of energy.
So
that's science.
That's the thing that I appreciate about Buddhism is not so much the reincarnation aspect of it, but like the energy that you have in this world doesn't disappear.
Well, look, actually, you just talked about the afterlife I believe in. All right, so you guys ready for this? I'm about to blow your fucking... Put some earplugs in so your brains get conserved, because they're about to leak.
Where's the cameras? What do you mean, where's the cameras, bro?
So check this out, right? Here's what I believe. So, have you ever seen a dead body up close? And it's a person you know. It's not just a random dead body. It's a person you know.
Are we going on a Stand By Me trip right now?
No.
Are we crossing some train tracks, bro?
This might make some sense to you, so check it out. So,
are you talking outside of a funeral?
I'm just talking about in general. If you ever see, because I've identified my mom's body, I've seen bodies outside of the funeral, but even at the funeral, it doesn't matter. So check it.
That's the only time I've ever seen a dead body.
But that works too. That's the same thing. So you're looking at a person that you knew, and when you knew them, they had energy to them. They were alive. Right. When you looked into their eyes, they had something behind that. Now I know in Christianity they call it a soul, and in Buddhism they call it chi, but for me, it's an energy source. I don't know what it is. Nobody has yet to explain it properly, but there is for sure something that's going on with the electricity in your brain and the fucking
consciousness.
Yeah, everything going on, right?
I think that's the best word for it, is a consciousness.
Now the thing would be scary if you looked at a dead body and you're like, you had this strange feeling that they're still trapped in there. Right?
No.
But you don't get that. If you've seen as many dead bodies as I have, you know what I'm saying?
I had a weird feeling like that, actually, when we were burying my sister at 13 years old, and I had to walk up to my sister's casket and see, my 15-year-old sister laying there dead.
I've lost a younger sibling, too. That shit sucks.
Fucked me up, and I looked in there, and I'm like, yo, she's got to still be there, right? And then it took a second, and I'm like, I touched her, and I'm like, no, you're cold, and you're like, you're somewhere, but you're not right there.
You're not there anymore.
You're here. Like, I can feel you. I can feel the love, but you're not here.
Before we get too far off the subject, so if you've seen that, if you knew a person that had a spark of soul inside them, and then you've seen their body, their shell, you know it's empty.
Right.
So here's what I believe. And the second that you die, your energy outside of your body, right? Now here's the part that fucks you, that's gonna blow your brains out. The earth is constantly spinning, right?
Right.
So every millisecond we're somewhere else on Earth.
Yep.
All right, or in space. All right. Our planet orbits around the sun.
Yep.
Our sun orbits in the Milky Way. There's 3 different directions of speed, right? Well, here's the part people also forget. The Milky Way is traveling millions of miles an hour through space as well. So at any given second, we're light months away from where we just were.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a term you never... I'm going to use that.
Light months. I'm just saying, like right now, that space where the galaxy had traveled with everything in it, including us, that is such a vast space in between. That's where our soul is. Our soul becomes part of the universe. I'm just saying. And if you ever heard this saying, the number of consciousnesses in the universe is one.
One
I
collective.
like that. One collective consciousness that's spread out through many bodies. I'm not saying I fully give into this theory, but sometimes
that makes all sense. Retaliates back to the original conversation of this dude in the center of the universe and all of this being his dream. It's all one consciousness, but he's dreaming. He's sleeping. He smoked a fat ass blunt of that cryptochronic, and he took a nap. And by the way,
his great grandson is the reason that we named this Cthulhu Caverns, bro. I fuck with Cthulhu heavy, bro. He's my Jeebus.
I feel like most of the team does. Whether or not I understand Cthulhu, what he is, what he do, I know he in the water. I know that motherfucker liked water.
Well, no. What happened was, all right, so I guess we'll elaborate while I'm looking for this song. What happened was actually when he showed up to Earth, it was still the oceans just formed.
Okay.
There was no real life on land yet. There's plant life, and it was maybe before what we call Pangea.
Okay.
Obviously, everything was stuck together, but there was no life walking across the surface.
Don't know about Pangea.
So look, check it out. So when he came here, there was a refugee alien race here called Nodens.
Okay.
And they looked like a pod with roots as legs. They weren't much, but Cthulhu was annoyed with their presence, and
just took them out.
His every pore on his body is another alien being. They're called the Elder Things. And he just farts them out. They go over all the planet, kill all the Nodens. He gets bored, goes to sleep in the bottom of the ocean in a stone city called Raelia.
So he literally came here, conquered the fucking planet, and then was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go relax."
Yeah, it makes my God even doper, don't it?
I mean, the only thing I don't understand is like, bro, where's your 5-year plan?
He has no plan. See, here's the thing: he's genderless, he's timeless. He was born at one time.
So he's got no reason to chase no bitches, no rap career, no nothing to focus on.
And try to imagine. I mean, all right, so we have a finite lifespan, right? Try to imagine the life of a jellyfish. A jellyfish is technically immortal. Right. Unless something kills it, it just keeps on molting.
Right.
It just stays alive forever.
No, that would be boring. And that's like kind of the idea of a vampire. That would be a really boring fucking life.
And hold up, so if his great-grandfather dreams the universe into existence, imagine how his dreams work. How he contacted Abdul al-Hazard to write the Necronomicon.
Not Abdul Jabbar.
So I got Flick right here. Same B wants to put joint the lips.
I want to smoke this.
So this is featuring the other half of the Bearded Weirdos, your homie Jay. I know he's still up in here hanging like a motherfucking nut in a bag.
Willie D, smoke some with me. Let's go.
And then after this, I'm going to check the comments and see. Oh, hold up. We said, but all that's okay. Time isn't linear. We're just perceiving it that way. Maybe. Who knows? Time is the trickiest thing. We still haven't figured that shit all the way out. But here's Flick featuring your homie Jay.
Content doesn't vibe with content. Parental discretion is advised.
Yo, Jay.
What up, though?
You got that blunt, bro?
Shit, of course, man. I got a couple.
Bet. Goddamn later, man. Tell me you got one in your pocket.
You know what it is?
Motherfucker. We came all this way.
We in here.
We ain't stopping yet.
Light up.
Spark a bowl on the hunt for Acapulco gold. It's ain't be your homie Jay, we getting super stoned. Yeah, with the flick of a lighter, you know we taking you higher, and we reside in the sky if you didn't know. So let me get your reaction as the week gets to passing. Is you gonna take a nap or spend the weekend laughing? Super chiefing off the halo ring wax pen. And this all started in the morning, now it's past tense. Yo, I smoke for recreation, seems the thoughts on medication. Calm me down with all the negativities that I've been facing. Slow me down to help me focus on the life I'm chasing. And maybe give me a little confidence in place of hatred. Yo, my weed is bomb, just go ahead and taste it. Leave that bullshit aside, go where the Mary Jane take you. It ain't no psychedelic trip, but won't leave you basic. Yo, it might even sedate you. You hear that flick, twist and rolling, yo, I'm blowing a Dutch. Yeah, when I flick, I'm blazing token, yo, I can't get enough. I take a hit, shit, one for the dome and one for the lungs. I'm off that switch, that blunts and all my L's are super long. When I flick,
twist and rolling, yo, I'm blowing a Dutch.
Yeah, when I flick,
I'm blazing token, yo, I can't get enough.
I take a hit,
shit, one for the dome and one for the lungs.
I'm off that switch,
damn, blunts and all my L's are super long.
When I flick,
you see a flash followed by the smoke. To come and fly with us, you need a higher dose. You need a cop, some flame, roll a pile of blunts, get a private plane. You can't be flying coke, roll up. Smoking joints, bongs, bowls, or blunts. Wax, pen, dad, brig, at a bowls full lunch. Never quitting, I will smoke till I can fly. For real, when all the weed is gone, find a way to cop some still. I'm a true stoner, move over if you're not about it. If you say you're smoking that gas, well, I highly doubt it. My mind is clouded, climbing to a higher altitude. Heads up when I'm landing, you'll see me, I'm flying out the blue. I'm a flower kind of dude, but I'll dab it if you got it. I got plenty that are wrapped up, I am minded. I keep on rolling up from the bag that's in my pocket, just to prove to you that we ain't never stopping.
You hear that flick, twist and rolling, yo, I'm blowing a Dutch. Yeah, when I flick, I'm blazing token, yo, I can't get enough. I take a hit, shit, one for the dome and one for the lungs. I'm off that switch, that blunts and all my L's are super long.
Super low.
Twist and rolling, yo, I'm blowing a Dutch.
Yeah, when I flick,
I'm blazing token, yo, I can't get enough. I take a hit, shit, one for the dome and one for the lungs. I'm off that switch, that blunts and all my L's are super long. When I flip.
Ha! You like how it had that little reverb at the end? Because I'm a thug!
Oh, man, that's that shit.
But listen, man, there's nothing better than working with the team of motherfuckers that really, really bring the A game. And that song right there really showcased both my partner and St. B skills.
Bro, I feel like that was definitely one of my best tracks. If I were to put something together and be like, yo, these are my favorite best tracks, this is where I like presented myself, that's going to be track 2 or 3.
And Jay properly filled that hook up for you.
Oh, bro, and that's my favorite feature on that album.
Dude, Jay brings his fucking A game, bro. How you think I feel when we make music together?
That's the alien, bro.
Because back in the day, like, I was like, okay, I wonder what Jay's gonna do this time, and it was surprising. But now it's like, I can't wait to hear what the fuck he does, because he surprises me so much often. Like, especially nowadays. For the last 2 years, he went from like, there's no Pokemon with 5 evolutions.
Right. No, I feel that.
You know what I'm saying?
He's like a mega evolved Pokemon. Like, if you were to take Charizard and give him steroids...
If you could make a Charizard into a golden Charizard, that's what happened. You know?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
If you were to take and have a Blue Eyes Red Dragon...
Oh,
that's Jay.
Well, Blue Eyes White Dragon.
No. Blue Eyes Red Dragon.
The
He got
fusion?
that beard, bro. He
The
got
fusion
that beard.
version?
Yeah.
All right.
We're gonna give him uniqueness.
Blue Eyes White Dragon was
you
my
can't
baby.
copy Jay, bro. Like there's like no emulating that man.
Well, you know, another thing about Jay is every time he tells me he can't do something, he's like, yeah, man, I be doing this, but I don't think I could do that. A year later, he does that like it's his job. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
That's his profession. Because when we first started rapping together, he could twist, but he's like, man, I don't know about triple time. I don't know about continuing a bar the entire time in triple time. I don't think I could do that. I could just do like little chops here and there. I'm like, bro, if you could do chops here and there, clearly you could do the rest.
Right.
You just have to like fill it in. You just have to get that rhythm going.
You know,
in less than a year. I'm talking about maybe 4 months later, he had one like that, and then a year later, I'm talking about like he had that shit harder than I do.
Which the fact that he said that and then felt like he couldn't believe it, but then achieved it. I mean, I totally believe that. But the fact that he listens, to so many choppers. Like when I went over to Jay's studio and I saw Ritz, and Tech Nine and fucking Recognize and this, that, and the other on
King
the fucking,
ISO.
you know, on his wall. I'm like, okay, so this is the dude's inspirations. You know, we're along the same lines, but most of these people are and to say that
like he may not have them on his
bro.
wall, and you know he wasn't like fully educated at first, but now he's got a full grasp of Twista's backlog, of Crazy Bones backlog. You know what I'm saying? Of some of the original Twistas.
Twista's heavy. Actually, Break Your Neck is one of my favorites.
That was Busta Rhymes.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Busta Rhymes is another one. He's good too.
What the fuck?
Overdose.
Not Overdose.
Overnight Celebrity.
Nope. What the fuck is the name of this track?
Adrenaline Rush.
Adrenaline Rush.
Yeah. I was gonna get to it eventually.
I was like, it's there. It's right there.
Hey, you know what? Actually, I want to show you guys if it's available on Spotify. Twista.
Let your
Prayer. Listen, bro. Dude, I love when this is one of my favorite things about being a modern artist and listener. You know what I'm saying? Whenever, let me see. Maybe I have to look it up like this.
You're probably gonna have to look it up like that.
Like specifically.
Oh yeah, like to the T. Twisted with a T.
There it is. All right. So, anyways, one of my favorite parts of being a modern artist, like, and also at the same time writing music, is when there's artists like Twista that inspired me in certain ways to do it. When they drop new shit and it's not like Eminem, right? He's the best example. His first 3 albums are godlike. And then he had like 3 okay albums and a shit album and then a album and then a dope one. Then and then a dope one, then then 2 dope ones.
Now, see, my thing with Eminem is, I don't know if you noticed, but I'm sure you did, like, there was an album that he copied a couple tracks and put them on twice.
Whatever.
No, it's just weird to me, like
I don't know.
Why did you re-release them a second time? They don't sound any different than the first time you released them.
They might have been remixed in a way.
They were not. Well, I mean, maybe I need
like
to sit
mixed,
down and
not like remixed with new words, but
okay.
So anyways, so Twist is one of those ones, like he'll all right, so when he drops an album, it's always been like 60% for me. 60% of the songs I fuck with. I like if he has 10 songs, I like 6 or 7 of them. And some of them more than others. 4 of them will make it to a playlist where, like, whenever I'm in the Twista mode, I have to hear these 4 songs. And then these 4 songs. Anyway, so just recently, this is brand new, and I'm still growing to like this. This just came out like weeks ago.
How are you not getting pulled for playing other people's music?
Because we're on YouTube. YouTube loves us.
Okay.
Eventually,
love you too, YouTube.
So, by the way, this has changed. I think we've grown to a different level, my fellow dwellers. If you don't remember, I named you all. Anybody here is a dweller. Anyway, so the YouTube has done something new for me. Usually, when I play famous music, they will pull it, and then it's gone. That part's muted forever. Well, just recently, they've started pulling shit. And then putting it back up, like, okay, we read your little thing, your disclaimer. All right, you could have it. So, hopefully this counts for this. So, check it out. This is a first thing I've heard from Twista in maybe a couple months since he dropped Glock, which I wasn't a big fan of. This right here, though, dude, this is why I love Twista. Plus, his beats, man. He always got them fucking beats on deck. He's got a specific drum pattern that is twist. That weird-ass triple snare.
They say they want the original twist, so I'm about to go in the mental and then I'ma hit them with this. Brutality at its finest when it come to rhythm and rhyme. And since they want me to come and empty the clip, I'm finna get to them, introducing a new fear to them. Better beware of who can enter the terror. I know that it's a new era. I respect them all except for the niggas acting like bitches that be wearing mascara. And they go for whoever. Do a maneuver for you to pursue a nigga like me, but you can't. I'm a barracuda, big dog off Fukanuba. Now you know who the ruler. Smoke a super Buddha that get you blown like a tuba. Now I got the fire in my iris, rapping to the violin, the violence. Action, I'm admiring the sirens. Passion and desire through the crying. See the bullets flying, see the bodies dying. This is genocide. When it ride, it's either him or I. Take over like a locksmith, breaking into the cockpit. Cut off the autopilot to the engine, then drop shit, then jump into the mosh pit. Now I'm all up in the crowd with the loud, I can wild in the middle of the mob like a mouth one. Vocals full of hot shells to the dome of the adversaries. They be talking shit till they call one. Bustin' at me yelling, fuck what y'all saying. Nigga, we into it, so die while the music is playing. Tell everybody get face down on the ground, I'ma leave them all laying and leave them all praying.
just saying, bro. Yeah, man. When he does shit like that, it thoroughly impresses me because I really love that style. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like it's almost Ritz speed.
No, I fuck with that. That was dope.
Oh man, I can't say nothing. I want to. As soon as I said that name, I can't. It's classified.
No, you gotta keep it quiet.
Yeah. Shh. Dope things coming. Anyways, so I want to actually stretch back. I want to go back a little farther into the past with your homie Jay. By the way, shout out to Action Bronson too, bro.
Bro,
I love your new shit.
Magic Carpet.
We could. Well, hold on.
Where are you going?
I wanted to go to. Where is that?
Digging into the artifacts.
I want to go to. Oh, you know what? I was in the right place.
The files.
I was in the right place.
Dust-covered, fucking decrepit commandments of unholiness. Oh, Alien. Ooh,
yeah,
2020. That's not that old. That's only 2 years old.
2 years old, and this shit's still about to destroy. Bro, peep this shit. I was listening to this today, and I was like, God damn, son.
First day started back when I was just a kid. I noticed every single person that I met was always looking at me dumb. I didn't know whether or not I was the glasses or the red hair, freckles, Vegas, heard or even who that I was from. But they were judging me and how I look and how I act. Never was a cool in school, fool tools, what they always thought behind my back. Now I'm in the game, this ain't the same thing. My sound ain't the same, it ain't what they play. But I'm still here and trained to make waves. Mayday, mayday, make way for JJ. Was raised by grace to maintain, won't stray, won't quit, won't stop till I get you rocking and nodding, a bob in your head. Like a fly, I'm on top of my shit, but you don't recognize anything I do. But I got a petrified when they hear the tunes. Every word is weaponized, or is unspecified. Guess I'm unidentified, they don't have a clue what to call me. I would say it's probably cause I do it different. When I spit it, telling you just who this kid is. If you're thinking that I'm weird now, who you kidding? I can take it further, but I'm honestly just new minutes. In my own way, I do my own thing. Don't like it, don't vote J, I'm creating my own lane. Don't know how long I live my life, but I know I'll be real for the whole thing. I don't give a shit what you think of me. Open your mind up and you might be surprised. Your boy's a beast, they can't see I got what they need, but they freak when they feast the eyes. They're like, oh shit, who's that? Move back, you don't know what that is, don't know how to do that. Oh snap, what's that? Don't touch that. Hear the music sound like the others, I can't trust that. Oh shit, who's that? Move back, you don't know what that is, don't know how to do that. Oh snap, what's that? Don't touch that. Hear the music sound like the others, I can't trust that. They don't know what they looking at. Can't see me, can't see me, can't see me, can't see me, can't see me. Not whatever you misunderstood me as. Can't see me, can't see me, can't see me, can't see me. I was told I could be anything I wanna be, so I'm being me. Do anything I wanna do. Fucks it to you, I ain't bothering nobody. I'm out here hollering for money. Get a little odd at times, it's often now, but it's just how I'm feeling, buddy. Look in the sky, is it a bird, is it a plane? No, it's your homie Jay. I came to this earth, came to obtain gold in a home to lay my head down to sleep, to gain energy, but I wanna tell you my ways. But why do you all sleep? None of you see what I be, they yell and they say like, oh shit, who's that? Move back, you don't know what that is, don't know how to do that. Oh snap, what's that? Don't touch that. Hear the really sound like the others, I can't trust that. Oh shit, who's that? Move back, you don't know what that is, don't know how to do that. Oh snap, what's that? Don't touch that. Hear the really sound like the others, I can't trust that. They don't know what they looking at.
Looking at.
Can't see me, can't see me,
can't see me, can't see me. Hey, I'm saying though, bro, you know what I'm saying? My partner be bringing his fucking A game.
Nah, he got that fire.
And you know why Soul Eaters never go after him?
Why is that?
He a ginger.
He got enough souls to body a Dementor.
That is a funny thing. You know, I heard this thing about gingers that every freckle they have is a soul they've collected.
No, I heard that too, and that's what I'm saying. Like, he could, like, Dementors off Harry Potter don't stand a chance.
And my partner's with Shang Tsung. Oh, shit, dog. I think we just made a revelation.
We can't ever make him an enemy or we're fucked. We're fucked. Everyone on the team, no headstones buried
right,
in
that
your
motherfucker
backyard.
go just you go use all of our styles after he absorbs our soul. He's like, you thought that was yours, it's mine now.
He's gonna go and he's gonna drop an album and like the track names are gonna spell out our names because it's gonna be the powers of each of us.
Imagine if you had the powers of Cell from Dragon Ball Z, right? Every dope artist you've ever liked, you could just absorb them. But the hard part is dealing with the fact that an artist that you truly love is gone forever. But now
I couldn't do it, dude. If Tech never dropped another track.
No, Tech I would take. Sorry, he's dropped enough.
Nah. Tech dropped. You know what?
I would take him on his deathbed. I wait till he's like 70 and he's still got the same Tech brain, and I'd be like.
I would have took to M 10 years ago.
Nah, I feel like Eminem's still got a little bit more to prove.
Take Eminem. All right, we'll go 5. I want 5 out of you too. All right. Take Eminem out. We can take Kanye West out. We can take.
I can't use any of the ones you name.
That's your own rule. That's fine. So Eminem, Kanye West. I'm gonna say that if I could take honestly, I want to say Ritz. If I could take Ritz with me, I don't want Tom McDonald's powers. I just want him out of the game. So I'll add him to my list.
But he's going to infect the rest of the styles you took. You took him. It's already in.
Right,
you lowered the finger.
All right. And then my last style that I will absorb. It's not Jaron Benton. It's who was on
Hobson?
No, he was on Slaughterhouse.
Joel Ortiz, Joe Budden.
Joe Budden. If I could take Joe Budden's, just because I love the way he raps.
He's only got one song that I like, and that's "Walk with Me."
All right, what's your 5?
All right, my 5. You already named Eminem, so you could have him. I'm gonna take Tech on his deathbed because I want him to come out with a couple more. Let's see. Now the rest gets fun. So I only have Tech right now, right?
Yep.
Charlie Tuna from Jurassic 5.
That was solid. You just introduced him to me a month ago.
DZK, after he drops his feature for me, I'm taking his soul.
I should have said DZK and took him from you.
I'm not going to say Hobson because I feel like if I got Diabolic, if I got Diabolic, I'd have what I like from Hobson, but the way I want it.
Right.
And if you've never heard of Diabolic, we're going to change that. Anyways, so that's 3, 4?
That's you said Tech. You said Charlie Tuna.
DZK,
and
Diabolic.
Diabolic.
So I got one more. Now this last one I got to choose wisely.
That was a hard one for me. I just wanted to
know who's the last one that I want to use
Damn
their style.
you, Tom McDonald, you fucking piece of shit.
I'm going to pick somebody that I actually want to use their style because I don't think they used it right. And you're not going to fucking believe this last name. Stat Quo.
Okay.
Stat Quo had a style and a sound that he did not utilize to its full potential. He's not super lyrical, but he had the right juice. He had just enough to keep me interested.
Okay.
But his styles, the melodies, the switch ups, certain rhythms he used.
It lost you.
I've heard like 3 songs that I'm like especially By My Side. All right, you know what? Since we're already going to get pulled, right? We'll play a little piece of that.
We out of here in like 5 minutes anyway. St. B got to hit the road.
Wow.
Being a dirty hoe.
All right. Like, I would love to use this style for my own. Just the way he lays everything down, I like this. You guys hear that little fucking
sound without focus. It's just noise.
Yeah.
Listen to the rhythm he uses for his verses.
It ain't just you, it's somebody next to you. You know what I'm talking about? And I got my shit right here with me.
Everywhere you go, let it stop my side. Okay.
So being that that's the case, I'll tell you about that. Tell you about my side. The way I growed up, showed up, chips on my shoulder. Knew about that cola when I was in a stroller. Became a holder, chopping them boulders, getting older. Wanting a rover, ducking them rollers, meeting quota. Shouted bipolar, load up like cock, I tried to told ya. One move in the wrong direction, ain't no flexing, then it's over. You on that doja, G.I. Joe shit, but you ain't a soldier. Chopper, a folder, you not Cobra Commander, you poser. I'm the composer, writer, a murder, the odor. Leaking out of your body, temperature is getting colder. But you sweating and dizzy like a person who ain't sober. Realizing your life is coming quickly to a closure. Losing composure, out of breath like you underwater. 20 seconds in the game and it's the 4th quarter. Prime time, dateline, all the best exposure. Now you're still on the news and everybody knows ya. Yeah. To all the niggas trying to get me, it's my side. I'm taking some of y'all with me, it's my side. I'm making sure they won't forget me, it's my side.
Hey, I'm just saying, bro. I just like the style. I like the way he pronounced things, the way he laid it down.
I love the entire Re-Up album. That was one of the few albums I had like on CD, and I would play that shit religiously. Shout out to my boy Jeffrey. I know you won't see this, but if your girl checks it out, yeah, dude, that was one. You got me into that, and that was my shit.
So So this is another artist that I absorbed that I don't think any of you guys know who he is, but I'm going to go ahead and play something for you, let you know how this motherfucker works. So this is I Don't Want to Rhyme by Diabolic. Now, you have to pay attention to one thing. So before we get into this, pay attention to the compound syllable play in the space in between when he lays a metaphor. So if I'm like, if I want to use a laptop as my metaphor, I'm like, good cop, bad cop, caught me at the crack spot, had to blast and fold him in half like a laptop. So anyways, pay attention to the exact rhymes in the space in between how he leads to it. So check this out.
Yo, engineer, I think I lost my motherfucking mind, man. Diabolic, foul play. We taking over the motherfucking game. I remember being on my mama's porch, a kid with rotten thoughts, tossing tomahawks at kids to knock them off they rocking horse. Now I'm at war, connecting cops to electric shock treatment, and I'm not leaving till they eyes pop bleeding and hearts stop beating. The whole cop precinct thinks I should be in a padded room when they the bastards who fuck Louima in the ass with brooms. I travel through and kill the mothers of these savage goons, fill the house with gaseous fumes, lighting up a match like boom. On the crime scene they'll have their cameras zoomed at every massive wound I left when I stabbed the womb with plastic spoons. And now the planet's doomed, cause this afternoon I was pissing out the sun's flames with guns aimed at the moon. Cats assume I'm cracking jokes, but I ain't laughing, folks. I'd slash your throat for a pack of smokes if my ass is broke. Stashing coke, staying cool, I ain't no nervous wreck. I earn respect, burning purple cess during urine tests. I flirt with certain death, attacking for some fame and fortune. With some raging swordsmen, torching who's on stage performing. Take this chloroform and pour it on some fresh linen. Gag you, have your head spinning, tied up like the 10th inning. Breadwinning, I sex women, slap the chaperone, take her in the back to bone, and taping on my camera phone. I have the throne, hard as granite stone, the illest rapper known inside New York's catacombs, underground, cause that's my home. I think I lost my mind, I'm about to cross the line, start a riot, kill a cop, and just toss the 9. I'm hungry all the time, pain is all I find. Fuck my music, I'ma lose it, I don't wanna rhyme. I think I lost my mind, I'm about to cross the line.
Have I made you a fan yet?
Riot, kill a
Keep
cop,
listening.
and just toss the 9. I'm hungry all the time, pain is all I find. Fuck my music, I'ma lose it, I don't wanna born from mom's colon, possessed by the ghost of Lamont Coleman. Now Sean's flowing like hemoglobin through a hole in Ron Goldman. I be slapping jaws, bitches, I be stabbing raw, tapping more than a Jehovah's Witness knocking at your door. Smashing whores, banging in the car like 808s, more semen than a naval base, skeeting on their facial traits. Me and my label mates don't need a watch from Jacob's Place to make it take a taste and add devil's horns to an angel face. Ain't have to be amazed, I be up in CMJ with bitches on their knees to pray, swallowing my DNA, drunk chugging E&J, dodging pigs, driving fours. I see more holding cells than salesmen at Verizon stores. Iron core, hard as nails, raised inside a garbage pail. Could've went to Harvard, Yale, or Princeton, but chose to market sales. The end is near, I sense your fear, cause me an engineer guzzled Everclear and sabotaged the Western Hemisphere. They sent us here when I stepped in hell with Jezebels. Pressed at 12 and heaven fell every time my record sells. I'll be dead or left in jail before I be the next to fail. Other cats don't measure well like ounces on a metric scale. My train of thoughts pay the cost and never take a loss. Make you a decaying corpse and laugh through my day in court. Don't play it off like I won't run a razor straight across your throat till there's tomato sauce spraying towards your neighbor's porch. I think I lost my mind, I'm about to cross the line, start a riot, kill a cop, and just toss the 9.
But I'm sure you noticed that the whole time he did not sacrifice a moment to give you a dope rhyme scheme.
No, I that was a dope track all the way through.
Yeah, every 2, 4, 6, 8 bars, he continued to rhyme scheme that every 2 bars at least he was giving you a punch. So, and that's the style I write in. And you guys would be surprised to hear this. I've actually just discovered him. Like, I've known about Immortal Technique for years, and I might have heard him on a track or two, but I've never thought to look up Diabolic. Right. One day, I'm just cruising through some shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who I was listening to. It could have been Mad Child, DZK, or Method Man or something. And that popped up, that song. And I clicked on it. I'm like, God damn.
Right.
Holy shit. He said I was pissing out the sun's flames. I'm like he said a lot more than that. He said
a lot.
But just right there, painting that picture like that. But anyways, he spits a lot like I do. Like when I write shit like that.
No, and that's why I feel like a lot of people well, I'm gonna be a little narcissistic here. I went back to this Travis Porter show, and someone pointed out to me that like halfway through my set, 2 or 3 people in the crowd were like, oh shit, he's actually killing it. Well, yeah, because you got to be able to keep up with what I'm saying, and that's a lot of people's problem with you is they can't keep up with the bars that you're saying.
But see, I've mastered that now. You saying that was encapsulated about a year ago or 2 years ago, maybe more. No, it was about 2 years ago that people used to say that exact thing about me. But if you listen to Diabolic, I don't lose you. You know what I'm saying? There's not too many words. I'm not trying to be super impressive with my rhyme schemes. I did exactly what he did. What I did was picked the exact amount of rhymes I needed to make it the dopest. Instead of using all the other ones I have at my disposal, I canceled those out and decided to only use the rhymes that made sense to my point.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like shit stains. That's a good example. Before we get out of here, I'm gonna play one that I played this for a couple music reviews lately, and even skipped the fucking line just because I knew they were gonna love it.
I almost forgot that. I can't do that.
Anyways, like this is exactly what I'm talking about when you don't sacrifice the opportunity to give a good rhyme by either oversaturating it or underdeveloping your rhyme scheme. So this is shit stains.
The gift of gab, I got that rapping gift. I stay humble but confident, I can kill whoever challenge them. I won't let them sleep with my bars, you got that ambient. Rappers wanna battle them, let them know I'm the champion. You dissing dirt, I'm bringing death to your sector. With several weapons on me, you couldn't walk through a metal detector. He's alright now, but only cause his left is gone. Y'all fucking with Megatron, leader of the Decepticons. No perception flaws, I put you right next to God. Farther than you've ever gone, higher on the echelon. Don't make me flex it all around here, cause even thou peers about to get loud when the crowd cheers. There really isn't much I haven't done. I body him, Karate Kid on his last leg like Danielson. I crane kick your brain tissue, then I make you watch. You ready to block and rob your OG for his chain and watch. Dirty B, I hit the
What's up, Drex, baby? Hey, I'm gonna play you next. What you want me to play from you, Drex?
Can a bitch so quick, they call me Rick James. Spit flames, leave your britches filling up with shit stains. Dirty B, I hit the mic and let the hits bang. Down to get filthy at any moment, that's my nickname. Backhand a bitch so quick, they call me Rick James. Spit flames, leave your britches filling up with shit stains. Brandon top, vocabulary should be at the top. To make this paper, I'll hit them with every rap I got. They hear my track and stop moving like I had a Glock. Call the ambulance and cops, that's the only chance you got. If you ever see me kicking mad tunes, let the hidden gat loose from the triple fat goose. Wicked ass dudes, let the chopper bang. Catch you at the stock exchange and leave you with nothing but some pocket change. Sloppy lanes, copy game, but never came right. They throwing shade, might show them what these flames like. Hang tight, your life is a gamble and it's game night. Take life for granted, I leave flowers at your gravesite. They can't write, so put the pen away. I bring you death for days, you losing your life if you catch his fate. Penetrate your mental with music that's good. Since I was a menace to South Central, drinking my juice in the hood. Dirty B, I hit the mic and let the hits bang. Down to get filthy at any moment, that's my nickname. Backhand a bitch so quick, they call me Rick James. Spit flames, leave your britches filling up with shit stains. Dirty B, I hit the mic and let the hits bang. Down to get filthy at any moment, that's my nickname. Backhand a bitch so quick, they call me Rick James. Spit flames, leave your britches filling up with shit stains. Name a group doper than Dirty and your homie Jay. When we come, it isn't both the downers getting blown away. I kill your friends, that's a lonely day. Tell my foes can play, I'm coming with guns and shinobi blaze. Snakes dislocate their jaws for some larger beef. I'll hit your show and have your fans put me on repeat. You talking cheap, so what you say, dog? Even if my aim's off, when I headshot, I knock some braids off. Your lame skull, brain raw, I just came to vent. Now you laid to rest, this is my house, you paying rent. You came and went, my pistol fire about to hit your spinal. Bullets so big they blow through you and hit the kid behind you. You only talk, I load a Glock, cause I'm known to spark. Bullets put a hole in y'all and knock your areolas off. I fold them all, this ain't a fair engagement. There's no comparing basis, I'll split you in half like a pair of aces. Dirty B, I hit the mic and let the hit.
Goddamn, boy! Goddamn, boy!
Shit. I load a Glock cause I'm known to spark. I fucking bust a shot, knock your areolas off, whatever the fuck I said. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm gonna go hop in my spaceship like I'm Dr. Spock.
Oh, we trying to continue the bars, bro. But St. B came through with this dope ass cup. He's about to leave here for Dirty, right? This might be my new Cthulhu Caverns cup.
Are you going to use it?
Every time on Cthulhu Caverns like magic.
Every time?
Every time.
You pinky promise.
I pinky promise. Dog, the new merch. Every time you see me sipping out of this, don't ask me what's in my cup.
You already know. Is my mic still on?
Yes, it is.
You already know it's that haunted proof, baby.
Yeah, and look, man, we're about to have all kinds of fun now that Cthulhu Caverns is back at its full potential. This is the first over an hour episode we've done in a long, long time. We're over an hour.
Glad to be here.
Yeah, we 135 right now, and St. B's about to take off. He's got to get back to his magic business and shit. But I promised a couple of things, and I'm gonna play something from Cage from Drex as soon as he tells me what's up. Well, shit, Cage Media, what you got?
Shout out to your homie Jay. Shout out to the Bearded Weirdos.
I don't know why I thought that was Drex.
The whole motherfucking team.
Cage. Oh yeah. I do got something from you, bro.
We all
I'm able to play something
this
from
year.
you.
Everybody on the team been doing numbers. Everybody on the team been making paper. Dirty done upgraded the studio. Like, 2022 is going crazy already, and we only 4 months in. Ain't that nuts?
You know what? I'm gonna see if this doesn't unfocus my shit. Love you, bro. Be safe. So check this out right quick. I'm not sure if you can see that. But yeah. All right, yeah. I just saw the clip. Yeah, no. So it doesn't show both pieces, but I have my 266 XS compressor, and I have a sonic exciter and dynamic noise gate and bass processor from all built in one from Behringer. Shout out to Behringer. So I got more hardware in here. Got more analog equipment. Tragic would be proud. My dream mic is on its way. That's going to be a thing here very soon. We're about to have the Neumann U87 in here. Listen, I drool over this mic. Anybody that knows me personally,
when I get in the car.
Anybody that knows me personally knows that I've been dreaming and drooling and masturbating even over this microphone for probably about 5 years since I've been aware of its existence. Obviously, so since 1965 till just recently, some people have switched it up and went for the Sony C100 in the last couple of years, but the U87 and the U67 are still staples of any studio. There's some artists that will come to your studio, like me now, that if you don't have a U87, we can't do business. You know what I'm saying? I just love what that microphone sounds like, and there's no comparison in my opinion. The C100 is a very good microphone, but I feel like it has too much of a boost on the high end. Like, I don't know this from experience, but from everything that I've known to be recorded on it, I hear just a little bit too much sparkle that people that don't know how to mix right, just because it sounds, they're probably using, like bare minimum presets or whatever the hell they're doing. And I feel like they yank too much of the highs out when they got a C100, so it turns into this weird mid-range, mid-highs kind of balance, and I don't like it. The U87 is just such a flat line with maybe a little boost in the brightness area, just the slightest boost, that it doesn't take a lot of EQ to tame. And Tragic, he's in here. What's up, fucking Tragic's in this bitch? What's up, bro? Anyways, he gave me like a good, because he has the U87, he gave me like a fair warning about the 800 to 1200 hertz range on this microphone, so I'm going to remember that shit, and when the time comes, I'm going to master that mic. When I got this mic, the TLM 102, it took me, baby, a month to fully get my EQ game to where I was with the Rode NT1. You know what I'm saying? I could make a Rode NT1 sound like a fucking C100 after a year of that shit. So this microphone, it took me about a month to get it down, and I feel like it's going to take me even less because I did way less research on this mic before I bought it. I'm just like, okay, Neumann, entry level, I'm getting it. That's what I want. But since I got it, I've been like, man, I could have just saved up another 3 times this amount with the extra $600 and got the dream microphone. And when I finally do get it, it's over with, bro. Sorry, but prices are going up when you come to record here. Now, Cage, let me see if you're in this folder because I really want them to, and you are. Here we go. So I'm sure all of this has been uploaded by now. It's been a while since Cage came through here, man. Like, I miss you, bro. Send me some shit to mix. Which one? It's not Astro. I think it's Propane Challenge. Check this out. I'll tell you right now. Hold on. Yes, it is this. So this is one of my favorite ones that he came through here with. I really like his style. You could tell he's from New York or in the vicinity. And I'm telling you, bro, this man right here, he's one of the few people that I could honestly say, just for voice alone, I would really, really like to hear, just period, but on a track with me. I really like the way he does his voice and his cadences and his pronunciations. When he sends me shit to mix, it's really easy because I know exactly what I want with it. So this is a song I mixed for him, by the way, too. So, yeah, so this is Cage Propane Challenge. Get the boy. Hey, he's in here. Follow him.
Oh, it's lit. Yeah.
But I need you on a feature. I'm gonna do it a cipher mixtape. I'll send you something.
This is rhythmic emotion. I'ma show you how to dance the pain. Stunting on niggas, but I'ma X the games. I guess enhance the look to enhance the change. I guess enhance the cook to enhance the range. Bang, Cage, lock it down, hence the name. It's just a thing I had to hang with, a grams exchange. And I'ma kill every night to advance the king. I used to carry O's keys and not a chance to sing. It's the snatch, not the syllables you post to stack. It's rolling the egg smooth and watching it hatch. It's bombing it, lighting the fuse and dropping the match. It's lobbing it over their head and watching them scratch. Cage, the creative bars, I've been involved in yours. It's like primitive bars, I've been evolved. Tell niggas to knock the dust off. Tropical fantasies like a bus off. Pop with your family, plug the run off. I love how you claim that you pop your gun off. We should meet up at the diner next to where you drop your son off. Damn, I knocked the fun off. I'm Radamezio, land cruise, extraterrestrial, patiently waiting vestibules. You got no stock of this, but looking for investables. I'm not a botanist, but I make vegetables. Yeah. I'm on my way. I'll be right there.
You see what I'm saying? He just has that, like, not obvious, because I guess it's never really too obvious, but like Vinny Paz, fucking Immortal Technique, you know what I'm saying? Like Big L, you know what I'm saying? He just has that area, I'm sure those are different boroughs, but you could tell the three important boroughs from New York. You could tell they have this specific, almost like I want to say accent, even though it's not really an accent. Like, I mean, the best example is, you know, some people say God. They say God. You know what I'm saying? Which I do all the time. I don't know why, but I just adopted that. Or, you know, just in general, you could tell that a person's from New York. And he embodies the voice, the style, and then the sound of his voice is just so gritty. I don't know why, but it's just music to my ears when it hits certain frequencies. Now, if I had more time to work with his shit, and, you know, like if I had maybe like a year working with him, that part that I'm hearing that I really want to hear more of, I would be able to enhance to the point where I would, like, you know, eargasm. You know what I'm saying? Because there's certain people like Jadakiss. He has a part of his voice that when you hear it, you're like, ah, man, there's a part of it that if the engineer brings it out just right, it sits on the surface with such, like, beautiful tone. It just, I don't know, it's almost like playing a lead guitar over some distorted heavy metal. Anyways, but Cage has got that. You know what I'm saying? Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I'm about to play a second one from him. This is Astro.
Don't give me your reason on a bad day. I want the smoke. Many niggas ain't even close to nice. Cage you more than a ghost, he poltergeist. Toast to life, just crossing me, it gets you close to Christ. Just feel my niggas blow their fists before they roll the dice. And trying to right they wrongs, even though they wrong they rights. I'm trying to shine my rain more, rolling Dolomite. You drop the mic, you a civilian in a soldier fight. Beef is prime A, I get it to you overnight. I think I look nice with some M's like a Moby Trice. I was trained to ride tracks and control the mic. Show you right, I'm on the road like a boulder's plight.
Shit, I'm just keeping it real. You dope.
So it's stuck, they won't put you down.
I'm speaking nothing but fucking facts right now.
I'm going through whatever's in my pathway. You only do the numbers that your math say. But don't give me your reason on a bad day. I want the smoke, the fire, and the ashtray.
All right, now I'm going to play this part back a little bit. Now, this is perfect example. Now, listen when his dubs kick in, the part of the mids or the lower mids that resonate together. That's the part of his voice that I like the most. That's the shit when I'm engineering, I'm trying to, like, get that shit just right.
A bold display, no more older slikes. I control the cut, so it's stuck. They won't put you down, cause they know what's up. What the
We got
fuck?
some new shit
I'm
from
going
Cage.
through
He just sent
whatever's
this to
in
my
my
email.
pathway. You only do the numbers that your math say. But don't give me your reason on a bad day. I want the smoke, the fire, and the ashtray. I'm going through whatever's in my pathway.
You hear that part I'm talking about?
Way, not the cash way. But don't give me your reason on a bad day. I want the smoke, the smoke. Man, these niggas ain't even close to hot. All these niggas assholes close to twat. And they gon' think it's a joke, it's till I post a block. My bottom bitch give me top and the open spot. They don't stop, but the cops gonna rope his block. King of block, MJ or not. Them say MK is top and everything he say is hot. And Daddy, yeah, he had to stay up top and blame the man cops. Cause he used to have to play the block and trade the rock. And you do not have to sell your soul to break the box. Bronx nigga, another couple blocks and I'd have made the locks. These haters don't do shit,
One of my
they just
favorite
say a lot.
birds.
Don't let them take your spot, just set your price and make them pay to watch. See, I'm going through whatever's in my pathway. You only do the numbers that your math say. But don't give me your reason on a bad day.
I'm seeing Drex be rocking shit like this too. I fuck with Drex heavy. And I wish he wouldn't have left earlier when he did, because I really wanted to figure out what song he wanted me to play. But I want him to be in here and feel y'all love when we play this, when we do play his music. I'm like, I would have played Cage if somebody would have mentioned that Cage existed, because I forgot about my mans. I ain't seen you in too long. No, I'm just kidding. For real though, man. I love you, man, bro. You dope. And I just have to say, and when I say I love you, I mean on like a lyricist level, bro. There's a void that needs to be filled in the hip hop game of what happened to that shit where you bring the dopest style, the wittiest metaphors, the good voice and cadences. Nowadays, everything is a bunch of mumble rap and fucking just melodic bullshit with no real consistency behind the content. And for me, that's a no-go. You know, I can't listen to Future. I can't listen to Migos. I can't listen to fucking Lil Xan. That shit does nothing for me. It literally makes me mad that they're even rappers. But if they had their own genre, if they just like made up their own genre, I couldn't be mad anymore. I can't be mad at country people because I hate country music. Every now and then I hear a good country artist. And every now and then I hear a good fucking auto-tune artist, you know? But people like Cage and Drex and fucking people that we know, like Dark Dream, Lil Dope, people that like just go out of their way to make sure that everything about their style is on point and up front and in your face. And that's one of my favorite things about these artists. So let's play something new from my dog Cage. This is King Cajun extension cord featuring Norm Bates. And I hope Norm Bates is dope, because obviously he's named after a fucking dope-ass fantastic fantasy serial killer. My bad. Here we go. Already sounds like one of my beats. I'm fucking with it.
Extension cord, I'm connected to the connect. We must pay homage to him.
Not me trying to be a dick, but right off the bat I can tell this ain't one I mixed. They're just sitting too far in the background with too far of a stereo spread without it actually having the proper EQ and compression.
Check. Niggas is shook and shaking. Cage, I get it popping like I'm cooking bacon. Trust these niggas faking nothing good from hating. To y'all mommies fellatiate. My flow is at an all-time high like inflation rates. I make my curries boom, bye-bye like Jamaican plates. I'm making papes. You faking great. I rush niggas and make them wait. Cage don't know how to stagnate. I make them shit. Cause when there's tension, I pull a 9 and make them 8. I wake and bake. Small circle, I shake a flake. I only ate what you once, nigga. You paper plate. I might fade the hate. Caesar the disrespect. Extension cord, I'm connected to the connect. These niggas don't disrespect. My triggers don't misconnect. It's bigger than niggas sets. My jigger get at your neck. Y'all just need to know the name. I'm here to get this respect. While I'm at it, save the game. It's pitiful to neglect. I spit at you with the tech. Wet the dusty shit get musty. Trust me. And I'm a hustler for real. All I see is custies. You niggas capping. I'm strong arm. Big Bucky. My flow marvelous. You see God, you think touch me.
All right, bro. That's why I fuck with you, bro. That was bars.
And you hit this ill, they all up.
We must pay homage to it.
Your engineer did not emphasize.
Hey yo, the guard back was trying to sleep and beauties took a long nap. They tried to institute me, but the Scoobies didn't want snacks. Fly some paper and some Bible papers, these cigar wraps. Been rolling up in cap and snapples, check the Carfax. Can't figure out how this nigga joust up on a horseback. I spin around, how you bitches sounded like a orgasm. You tin it out, blow your windows out and make your door dash. I lift the ground, get the picking clouds right out the forecast. The storm is near, final warning here, so get your snorkel gear before the flare. Get some rabbit's feet and sip some tortoise tears. The guillotine's a torture tear, lower than a torture tear of a million slices. Still devices have you pouring fears. Norman Jeer, about to detonate. This just some bomb practice. Incisiveness of my righteousness is a God habit. Seen a lot of caping for the devil like Spawn's jacket. Roll over your eyes, ain't no surprise, that's a contacted. Bow ties on the casket, that's a pawn package. Seen a lot of chess pieces move when they heart attacked it. They even put your chicken wings like
This would sound really good in 1998.
Fabric, I'm out.
Yeah, for sure. Like, dude, his bars and his fucking rhyme schemes are impeccable. He had a good cadence. I love the flow. I just need you to send me the stems to that bitch so I can make it sound right. Because, dude, I'm not trying to be a hater. Because, like I said, in 1998, that would have been on the radio the way it is mixed, and I would have enjoyed it then. But just we have so much technology now to sit you so much farther in front of the mix and make you way more present, that I think that it just needs the proper mix. And you know what? All right, how about this? You know that my prices are unbeatable for my quality, but I'll send you to a person that has a higher price but even more experience, that has just as good and sometimes better quality, and that's Tragic. He's in these comments. Go back a little bit and go hit up Tragic with the capital K, baby. You know what I'm saying? Tragic is my dude. Me and him exchange knowledge all the time, bro. And I don't admire anybody in Michigan as an engineer as much as I do Tragic. And put it like this, if we had a studio together, it would be the craziest studio on the fucking planet. We'll have to call it the Crypt of Cthulhu or some shit, because he's the Crypt, mine's Cthulhu Caverns. If we came together, it'd be the Crypt of Cthulhu. And it would be godlike. We would have the best fucking rappers on the fucking planet sending us shit to mix. Between the two of us, if we really sat down and mix and mastered a project together, sitting next to each other, like, you do this, let me tweak it, then you do this, or I'll do this, and then you tweak it. You know what I'm saying? Like, between the two of us, we make a godlike mix on every song. But so I want to take this opportunity to show you guys something, since you've been so patient sitting in here with me while we've been blowing through these tracks and talking to people on here. Skylo in here, he said, "Ooh, the Crypt of Cthulhu," and made a sick face. You already know what's up. All right, so I've been y'all been so patient. I want to give y'all something. I'm not gonna give you something too crazy, but I'm gonna give y'all something. Let's see. I'm gonna give y'all Nobody. Now, all right. No, I feel like I've played that before. Let's give you something new. Let's give you Street Life. Check this out.
I know one thing, man. When I die, my name will always be
Let's work, bro.
immortalized in the
Okay, you already
streets.
know what's up. If you enjoyed my mixes before, they're even better now. I have way more fucking software.
Born and raised in Detroit, I live the street life. Mama said to come home soon as you see the street lights. Me and my friends started savers on the beat nice. Going stupid like I failed in grade 3 twice. Growing up, we didn't have much to brag about. My OGs told me find a better path or route. In the future, looking back to now, I hope I made many hits. The bass impact will crack the ground. Red and blue, black and gray from the ganglands. People making their names known with the spray cans, so they can catch a body. Not too many came back. Future bright, I can see it through my Ray-Bans. Dodger Ray-Vans, tell them to catch up. Enjoy the time with your friends until death comes. It's unpredictable, nobody know who next, son. Just make it worth it, you never know when you next up. Street life, everybody know about it. Now your mind is getting clouded when you find yourself surrounded by the street life. You never get a second chance at this. Trying to be a philanthropist, never know what the answer is. Street life, that's what we live in every day. Most of us are just watching while the weather's in the gaze. Street life, Ain't it lost in a long distant voice? Hear an echo when your God call you home. Nothing ever easy. If it wasn't meant to be. Everyone is famine mentality, like what's left for me. Most of us feel like death is our destiny. If that's the case, just get it over and rest in peace. I got moves to make, nothing good to stop me. West side on the rise, no more fucking with the posse. I started at the bottom while you struggled under Grassy. Put him in the wheelchair and dump another body. Just across the water, we were living that reality. That's why these spoon-fed rappers will never batter me. Check your street cred before you even come to challenge me. That's why I'm laughing at you bastards, the audacity. This is where the warriors come to dine with the devil. You can live by the sword and still die by the pencil. Instrumentals in the speakers, bass beating like it's supposed to. I've been living the life you rap about in Pro Tools. Street life, everybody know about it. Now your mind is getting clouded when you find yourself surrounded by the street life. You never get a second chance of this. Trying to be a philanthropist, never know what the answer is. Street life, that's what we live in every day. Most of us are just watching while the weather's in the K's. Street life, ain't it lost in a long distant voice? Hear an echo when your God call you home.
I'm just saying, bro. This album that I'm coming out with is going to be a lot different than Diabolical. Diabolical was a little dark. You know, I had to keep it that way because of the name. You know, I felt like I painted myself into a box with that one. But the 12th Gate needs all elements. It needs the dark parts, needs the lyrical parts, and needs the personal parts. You know? And I guess while we on this streak, I'll play one more from my new album that's not out yet. This doesn't come out until my birthday, so this is definitely a treat for anybody that does enjoy my music. This is where I'm from, and if you didn't know, I'm from Detroit. And towards the end, I start talking about where I'm at, which is the middle of the woods now. So if you in every 4 bars, I start off with where I'm from, and I explain a little bit about that place. And then in the second verse, I think the first half is where I'm from, and then I go to where I'm at, and then I switch back in between before we get done. So check this out.
Came a long way from the streets of Detroit, from the hood to the woods, baby. And I ain't never looking back, nah. I love my people, I miss y'all, but I don't miss the feeling of waking up every day wondering if I'm gonna make it. Where I'm from, we see the future living like tomorrow. Every day was a blessing, but every night was borrowed. Everything I touch gold like the lights of Midas. Hot summer days, kids playing in the fire hydrant. Where I'm from, any day could be your last one. Drinking cold brews on the porch while we pass blunts. On the block, shit's hot, but you gotta love it. Bad kids booking as soon as they hear their mama coming. Where I'm from, clean slate, you can start anew. Take a whiff of the summer air, smell the barbecue. On the move, on the clock, never left the job. Another day, another dollar, more genocide. Where I'm from, every corner got a drug spot. Where the police at, that's where the thugs not. Helicopters, heat sensors for the grow house. Anywhere, anytime, it can go down. Where I'm from, I ain't never going back to. I give thanks, pay homage when it's past due. But I don't miss living life on the edge. I'd rather chill with my children and spend my night with my friends. I ain't never going back, nah. I ain't never going back, nah. I ain't never going back, nah. Where I'm from, I ain't never going back, nah. Where I'm from, it's really hard to escape. Since my birth, I fill my heart up with darkness and hate. My good memories are tainted by the bad ones. I'm so far away now, I don't think of going back none. Where I'm from, every moment was a lesson learned. With trials and tribulations around every turn. I lost my brother, lost my mother to the getaways. All the time I spent there, I dreamt of better days. Where I'm at, everything is much different here. Stressed out, take a breath of fresh air, it disappears. My neighbors ain't got sugar, they could borrow mine. Midnight, smoking blunts, staring at the starry skies. Where I'm from, I never leave from my veins. Where I'm at now, bringing plenty peace for the pain. I smell oxygen leaking from the leaves as it rains. But where I'm from, I'll always be a memory deep in my brain. Where I'm from, I ain't never going back to. I give thanks, pay homage when it's past due. But I don't miss living life on the edge. I'd rather chill with my children and spend my night with my friends.
Yeah.
I ain't never going back, nah.
I ain't never going back, nah. Hey, I'm just saying, man. You know, there's a part in that is it's actually a lot bigger than I made it seem. But one thing that we used to do every summer in Detroit is we'd have either my stepdad or somebody else on the block that was kind of tool savvy. They would come down to the fire hydrant and crack that bitch. So it'd just be shitting out water into the streets. You know what I'm saying? We used to make our own slip and slides, and, you know, people from 7 houses away had dragged their kids' pool all the way down there just to fill it up and drag it back if they can. Or we'd just play right there in the street. When a car came, we'd try to pull it out the way and let them go. You know what I'm saying? Like, just shit like that. Or just like the barbecues on the block. Most people, at least on the west side, I know it changed in the southwest and the east side, but on the west side, most people that barbecued in front of their house and had people over. And you would smell that shit and you'd just be like, God damn. And if you went over there and you were nice enough, or you had a joint, or you were just whatever the situation may be, if you played it right, you might get a plate. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. You know what I'm saying? When me and my neighbors used to grill out, it'd be just 2 houses grilling for 7 people. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody be over there, and we just have a hell of a good time, man. And there's something about just being in the hood like that. I do miss that part of living in the hood. But the part that's really hard for me is, you know, burying my 17-year-old little brother. And in every place that I had fun memories with my brothers is now sad memories I had with my brothers. So, I don't know, and plus just the constant drama, you know what I'm saying? There's something about that I just couldn't live with every day. So as soon as I found the opportunity to make myself the way the fuck up out of there, I did. And I look back with, insight of what the hood is like, but also like a happiness of the times that I spent there, and a weariness of why I'm not there now, you know what I'm saying? And when I left, I lost 90% of my friends. Just to realize that 90% of my friends weren't real friends. You get what I'm saying? Like, we would have all been chilling if they would have, you know, kept up with me. But turns out I'm not that important to the people that swore that I was. So I don't really care. To be honest with you, I love having the small amount of friends I have in the internet, you know, people that I talk to on the constant. And just living in the middle of nowhere and be able, like right now, when I end this podcast, I can go out in front of my house, breathing freshly leafed out oxygen. Like, there's plants all around me, there's trees all around me. And that shit, that oxygen, you could tell was freshly manufactured. Rather than the hood, you got grass and some people with some flowers on their porch, not a tree to be seen, besides maybe 5 per block. That's not enough to produce enough oxygen for everybody to breathe happily. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe not really. You know, obviously the whole planet has like a certain fucking level of oxygen that's in the air at all times. But I feel like it's a little different out here. You know, I'm so far in. By the way, the hood, everybody's nice to each other. That is nice to each other, mostly out of fear. Because you're like, I don't want to be mean to this motherfucker and they shoot my house up. But most of the reaction or relations down there are pretty copacetic. Most people enjoy each other's company. But then when you get a little farther out to what you would call the suburbs, but there's still the hood, just a different type of hood. When you get to like Westland, which is a bus ride away, 7 miles out the perimeters of Detroit, it's the same thing with a couple of extra jobs. That's all it really is. More places around have like legit jobs, and people are struggling a little harder in a different middle class way. Then you get out a little farther to Canton, and half of Canton would be people that do the same thing, that they go to work every day. And then some of the people that had businesses really early on and were managers for many years and retired. Then you go a little farther out to like maybe Belleville. Now you're getting out to like, there's not that many houses gathered together. These people are retirement people. They've, either owned a business or were in a business for so long that now they're living on pension and maybe Social Security. So they get a decent house with maybe an acre or two. And then the farther you get out, it turns back into a weird hood again. Like now we're going to talk about Novi. That's about 25, 35 minutes from Detroit, give or take wherever you're coming from. And there is a weird feeling that everybody has an entitlement that they don't deserve. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people that work jobs that pay just as much as you would right down the street at Westland or Canton, but they act like because they live in Novi that they're a little better. Or, you name the place, Northville. You know what I'm saying? Insert bullshit ass hood here. And it just has this weird like feeling that everybody you bump into is just like, oh, you're breathing my hi, stranger. It's really fake happiness. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people pretending to be happy, but they're fucking miserable. Then you go out to where I'm at. Now I'm the next section. I'm like where a lot of people have farms or there's scattered communities. I live in a village technically, but there's, you know, where there's scattered communities, and then later on you bump into Flint and Lansing. Well, here where I'm at, it is so exactly what you would think about an awesome, perfectly crafted neighborhood. It's very diverse. There's, you know, I have black neighbors, I have Mexican neighbors, not so many Arabic, which is kind of strange. I feel like, you know, they could be out here, but they're just not. I haven't seen very many Arabic people out here besides the restaurants that I go to that are Middle Eastern. And it's well diverse in that way, but everybody has kind of like a I'm glad to be where I'm at attitude, which is kind of strange, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, none of it is privilege. This is all either just you're working a job that pays as much as you could live here. Because, you know, some places are, you know, $1,100 rent, $700 rent, whatever it may be. And people still are able to pull that off and still just enjoy the area. It's not as much, like, you know, like there's nothing special around here. You don't walk outside and there's some gold chilling in front of your fucking house once a day. It's just nice. Like the most dangerous thing around here, because cops try not to pull people over. They're not big city cops, so they don't have quotas like that. They just try to make sure that everybody's okay, and they try not to pull people over for dumb shit. I've been pulled over for some sort of dumb shit, but it's understandable once the cop gets me, you know what I'm saying, does his thing. But also, and I know this may be different for me than, you know, the next man, but most of my interactions with cops are pretty decent because I learned from my stepdad, which is black, how to treat cops and possibly get out of it in a good way. He said, be polite, act white, know your rights. If you haven't heard that before, live by them rules. For me, it's worked. Be polite, treat them like they're just doing their job, act white. You know what I'm saying? Don't like say super like crazy like terminology or slurs or anything like that where you would like give away where you're from. And then know your rights. You don't have a warrant. You cannot search my fucking trunk. There's no reason you can't, that I'm telling you can't. But since you've imposed yourself so strongly upon me that you want to look at my trunk, now I want to make it hard for you. So now you got to get a warrant. That's all. That's the rules that I work by. But I try not to resort to that last step. For the most part, if I know I ain't got nothing to hide and I want to make them look like a fool for even imagining it, I give them full reign to my vehicle. I'm like, do whatever you want, homeboy. You know what I'm saying? I smell bacon. Anyways, but so I'm gonna go ahead and sign off here. We had 2 hours and 7 minutes. I almost feel like I did a Joe Rogan podcast. But it's been hella dope chilling with everybody. And now that I'm back with no lag and everything's back running again smoothly, this is how it's about to be done from now on. And this is even better. Because before, when I would play music on like Spotify or YouTube or on my computer, there would be like a small spike in the lag. And I haven't got a single yellow message on YouTube yet. It's all white and green. So anyways, everybody for stopping through here, no, you're dwellers. That's what we've named y'all. It's official. If you like Cthulhu Caverns, you're a dweller. A dweller. But I'm going to go ahead and fuck off, and you guys have an awesome night. Everybody be safe. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.